Okay. All right. Listen. Okay, I can explain. All right. I see Clan the late fan. I can explain. I can actually explain. Okay. What actually happened? I scheduled it for the wrong time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I scheduled it for the wrong time. I scheduled it for 9, or I meant 9:15, and I did it for 8:15 Central. But so technically I'm early. Clan, what? Clan the friend, you gotta tell that the party starts hour before it does? What? Don't apologize, Clan. You're late. You're fired. Wait, you got Spurs news? You're unfired? Hey, Mikasa. My cat. All right. So after what those OKC fans did to my brain, since you watched it as well, I can understand the brain malfunction. Dude, it's insane. I saw some of the stuff that they left under. It's like, God. And then they did another stream. Oh crap. Why is so much dust on this? Ugh. And then they did another stream, and it was awful. It was worse. It's like, I don't know how they expect anybody to listen to their take when your take is like literally calling Wembanyama the B word and then saying he doesn't have strong mentality because of the Britney situation. It's just, oh, they're all over the place. No, I don't think it's just all OKC fans. It's just those guys. I don't know what's going on with them. Oh crap. Come on. I mean, when they double down like that, I think it's their way of being like, oh, I'm gonna double down, I'm gonna be tough. But really, it's just silly. Each argument it makes no sense. They did a completely different video, and I'm telling you, it was worse. It wasn't better, it was worse. They didn't elaborate on anything. Everything that they said was wrong, just blatantly wrong. And the funny thing about it is, I was looking at like you guys' comments, like what you put under my like reaction to it. Nobody was really talking trash about Chet. It's like with their argument, they had to talk trash about Wemby in order to build up Chet. But no one said anything negative about Chet. It's like Wemby's on a whole nother level, and that's kind of the issue I had, where you're talking such trash about Chet, but about Wemby, but they're on different levels. Chet is great, but this is like generational talent. And if you want to just ignore all of the players that says something already, like Giannis, LeBron, Steph, and their assessment of Wemby, if you want to ignore all the scouts that went out of their way to try to tank to get Wemby, if you want to ignore all of these people, sports analysts, if that's what you want to do, his previous coaches, sure, go ahead, but you just come across as silly to not see that difference. It would be like, and this is like not talking bad about Chet at all. This would be like building up Dame Lillard and then talking trash about Steph. Both are great, right? Like, both are really great. Steph Curry changed the game. Like, he's revolutionary. Like, he's in another tier apart from Dame Lillard. Even though Dame Lillard's a great player, this is just a different tier. And no one wants, and then they it's just like blatant lies. throughout the entire thing. In their newer video, they said something in the lines of like the worst, and people keep bringing this to my attention. Like they said the worst fans that they've ever come across were Spurs fans. I'm around Spurs fans all the time. All right. And I'm assuming they're talking about the online space. I talk to Spurs fans all the freaking time. I've argued with Spurs fans all of the freaking time. And I've seen other fan bases and I've seen the Spurs. Spurs fans do not talk about OKC. Rarely do Spurs fans ever talk about OKC. They do not care about OKC. Spurs fans, if it was a Lakers fan that said Spurs fans are the worst fans I ever come across, I would get it. Spurs fans do not talk about OKC. I mean, they were just saying things over and over that was just wrong. I mean, they said, when was the last time the Spurs were in a Western Conference Finals? Oh, thanks for the super chat. But yeah, so they said, like, when was the last time the Spurs were in a finals? And it was like, what do you mean? They were like, last time we were in it was 2016. It was like, we were in 2017. What are you talking about? Like, what do you? Hello? It's silly. Bro, what happened? Oh, wait. Are you saying something happened to the stream, or are you just asking me what happened? Because that could always be a possibility nowadays. Yeah, I saw that. I want to play it, the Lil Wayne rap. I want to play it, but I can't. But yeah, that was cold. That was kind of cool how he flipped it. Pop him like coaching Wembanyama. That's cold. That's cold. Well, if you're asking what I'm talking about, these guys, I did a reaction. And then they commented under here. And they said, bah, you said Wemby is like Mike and Chet is Devin Vassell, and you think we're off our rockers? Bro, you make our points for us. Thanks for the love. I didn't make any point for them, and they didn't even realize that me saying Wemby is Mike and Chet is Devin Vassell was just me being hyperbolic. Like, I was just being hyperbolic to show that there's distance between the two, but like I don't actually mean it's that much distance, but it's a pretty decent distance. I would say closer to Paul George and Michael Jordan. You have to play the full bar to catch the heat, though. Yeah, it's good. I just can't play it because it's using like the whole like beat and everything. It'd get copyrighted easily. Oh, they fired shots. Oh yeah, and then I went over to their stuff. Let me see. Yeah, this is really bad. They've been like quadrupling down. I mean, look at this. Look, I'm just gonna leave this here. I haven't watched this obviously, but just look at this title. Read this title. I'm just gonna sit here. Just read the title, and I'll allow the chat to react. Just react to the title. Don't even worry about the content of the video. Just react to that title. Isn't that insane? I mean, it's insane. I mean, the reason why it's insane is because you just did a whole video. You just did like 4 whole videos talking trash about Wemby. And that's your really? Jang looks like the future face of French hoops? Really? Yeah, I'm not watching this. But I reacted to, I think it was this one, where I tried to hear it. Like, I tried to listen because people sent this to me. And they were like, they reacted. And I was like, okay, well, I'll try to hear it out. And good. Oh, wait, did they delete it? Wait, this isn't it. It was this one, sorry. I think that one I skipped through because I thought it was it. Yeah, it was this one. And I reacted here because it was just so delusional. Hold on, I'll let you hear some of it. it's just like straight up talking trash about like Wemby randomly. It's like, oh my God. By the way, I'm not gonna make this like a separate segment or anything. Like I don't want to upload any more videos on this. Unless it like gets out of hand or something, but let's see. Oh crap, sorry. I gotta hear it in my headphones. Let's go to Yeti. Oh, it's bad.
Here's the thing about Spurs fans, bro. Like, talk about silver spoon.
All right, so keep in mind, in the video, this was right after I reacted to it. So while they don't say it's a response, I feel like it is how hostile they come across out of nowhere, especially with this guy. Because in the previous video that I reacted to, he didn't say a word. Like, he was quiet most of the time. And then he revealed like late in the video that he didn't even watch Wemby play. Like he didn't even see the games that Wemby played. But yeah.
Born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Like, these guys, when the Spurs are bad for the last, what, decade or whatever, where have they been? 5 years? Like,
decade was wild. That was a wild thing to say, but
there was 0 Spurs fans, and now they get one player, and they're all like, "Oh, we're the best fans in the world." Well, I'll tell you what. You guys want to avoid being too wrong. Don't compare Humpty Dumpty to Rambo, motherfucker.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's just like, that's not true at all. Spurs fans coming out of nowhere. That's not true. That's not true. The biggest influx I've seen of Spurs fans have really come from, yeah, there's some casuals here and there that are Wemby fans, but I've really seen it come from France, where now they're diehard Spurs fans. But it hasn't been like this crazy. There was always a lot of Spurs fans. They had some of the best like fans in the league. Easily.
You guys are sitting there with with Victor acting like he's
the biggest influx of Spurs fans I've seen was 2014, even before the previous championships. I think 2014 was where a lot of people became fans. And it was because Kawhi, and on top of it, you were beating LeBron, and a lot of people didn't like LeBron. So if you were a LeBron hater, you might have gravitated towards the Spurs. It was just beautiful basketball. So yeah, and they were getting so much praise from like Magic Johnson and yeah, I think that's, yeah, beautiful game. Yeah, I think that's what came. But that's fine. That's okay. Just silly.
Some stud. He is a sheep in wolf's clothing, and we're talking about Chet. He's a motherfucking wolf.
Man, you need to get your mic fixed there real fast, Mark. And while Mark's getting his mic fixed.
All right, let me be real, okay? Because I do want to talk about this. Like, this is fun to talk about, okay? And this isn't me like just bashing on these guys or just bashing on Chet or anything like that. It's just honesty. It's me being as objective as I can, okay? And I'll give you an example so you do know that I am objective when it comes to this. There is nothing that Chet does better than Wemby. Every single thing that Chet does, Wemby can do better. Is Chet a great defender? Yeah, he's a really good defender. But Wemby, he guards 1 through 5. At that height. Passing ability. Both are good passers, especially for their size. I would say Wemby's better. One of the most important things that I think Wemby's better at is his arsenal when it comes to the offensive end of the ball. Chet can create his own shot easily, but Wemby does have more in his arsenal. Like by far, he has more moves, more go-to moves than Chet. I mean, I don't even think it's close. Mentality wise, I don't know. You can make an argument. I don't know, silly arguments that I've heard. But not only is it with skill wise, I think everything that Chet does, Wemby does better. But even if we're trying to talk about physicality, Wemby, these guys said that Wemby's like a traditional big and he's gonna get bullied or something like that. It was really strange. But like, he has 30 pounds on Chet. Also, if we even want to compare, and it might be a small sample size, you want to compare him going against Chet. He destroyed Chet. He destroyed him. I think, what is it, a year ago, 2 years ago? He absolutely destroyed him. I think Chet had like 10 points. Wemby had 22 and like 8 blocks or something. It was insane. He destroyed him. I love Chet too, but Wemby is just better at everything. Yeah, like I like Chet too. That's the thing. I do like Chet. They also talked about like how durable can Wemby be? Like, will he stay healthy? And it's like, bro, Chet has been gone a whole year. This is his rookie year because he's been gone a whole year. Also, and he's 2 years older. Yeah. So strange. Did you watch B-ball breakdown of Wemby? Really great stuff in there. Some scary stuff too. I have to look at that. I don't think I saw their breakdown or B-ball breakdown. Yeah, I didn't see that. It's just so silly. But listen, like, just to some of it, it's really strange, man.
I'm going to tell you guys this is that I've been a huge Chet fan since I saw him at 16 at the camp where he just demolished Seth Curry on his defense and his offense. And I've been watching him. And the fact is that if you look at a player like Chet, who really is the person that devours other animals, is the lion of the big men. And you look at somebody like Victor, and you can say all the things you want to say about Victor. He's this, he's that. But I don't see anybody speaking up about how tough he is.
Just lying, uninformed, don't know what they're talking about. That's not true. There's so many people that have talked about how tough he is. Giannis, he went to see him in person and he talked about this months ago, maybe about a year ago, close to it. He was talking to Serge Jabari about it. We have Chet's old coach or last coach. It was his coach with the French league, but his coach saying that his mentality is very close to Kobe. That he's close to Kobe. And shoot, even if we want to just use like our lenses and look at the games, I watched a lot of Wemby French games. I watched a lot of them. And as you guys know, it is very tough to score in that league. All right? It's very tough. Everything's closer together. The rules are so much different. You can be more physical. It's really hard to score. It's low scoring games. And I have to tell you, Wemby looked impressive even in that environment. He just did. And one thing that I've noticed again and again and again is in situations in which his team absolutely needs him. I saw him throughout the playoffs with his team. In the fourth quarter, he comes up. He did the same thing even when he went against the G League team. It's just so strange. Also, it's like, I'm not trying to compare the two, but since they keep doing it, Chet played for Gonzaga, and I think it was only one team in particular that he went against that was very tough. If you talk about Wemby in the French league, he ended up going into the playoffs and he played the team that he was on previously, which a lot of people weren't expecting him to win those games. But he brought so much gravity when he went against them. I mean, so much attention. That team that he was on never even, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding, they never even went to the finals before. Like, they never got that far before. Like, they were a dying team before he got there, right? Am I crazy? They had, he's, and not only that, he's, as far as how tough he is, he's been playing against grown men since he was 15. I think when he was 15, a lot of guys he went against and guys that were on his team were near 20, 21, 22. It's just silly.
I just don't. And I don't see people saying, oh, he's impossible to guard. Like, I see people saying he's very difficult. His height. All right.
Who is these people? Who are these people? It's just lying. Who are these people? It's just blatant lies. Stuff like this frustrates me, man. Cause I mean, you have a platform here. You're talking about, you know, your team or whatever, and it's all cool. It's great. I mean, I got my platform. I talk about my team, but I try my best not to be like overly subjective. I have my favorites, you know. Like, obviously, when Primo was on the team, he was my favorite. I do 50 videos on him. I have my favorites, but I don't go as far as to like I don't know. It's just I don't go this far. People didn't agree with me when I said SGA was better than DeJounte. Like when DeJounte was on the Spurs, people were like, "Really? You really gonna have that take?" Like, yeah. Why don't you like Primo anymore? Really? It's just silly. I try my best not to go this far. It's just ridiculous. Just saying stuff. And it's just lying though. I think that, I don't know. Maybe it's something just about liars that gets me. It's just blatant lying. You know, you can be a little hyperbolic. You know, you can extend the truth out just a little bit. You can use it to your advantage, you know, to prove a broader point. You can even narrativize a little bit. Lord knows I narrativize sometimes, you know? I do. I narrativize sometimes. I mean, we reacted to Wemby shaking the ref's hand, and I instantly thought that's really important. You know, talk to the refs before games. There's a little bit of narrativization there. Some people might say, dude, it's not that big a deal. Other players do it, but I don't necessarily see a lot of other players do it. I see greats do it all the time though. Get familiar with the refs each game. I don't know.
I mean, like, is LeBron difficult to guard because of his size? Is LeBron difficult to guard?
No, he lied, and then he ran with the lie, and then compared it to LeBron. Well, people don't say that about LeBron. No one said that about Wemby. You just saying it. You're just lying. And it's just like this the whole time. There's really like nothing of value here. They're just pretty angry.
I mean, if this was in the court of law, what would be the difference between a grab and a touch?
Yeah. Oh, and then they went in to talk about Britney. It's like insane. And what do you mean if it was in the court of law? What's the difference between a grab and a touch? I'm pretty sure there'd be a huge difference in the court of law on a grab and a touch. What?
You're saying, okay, where is that like vicious person? I mean, I'm sorry, all right, but we've got to bring it up. If Victor was a vicious person, right, he wouldn't be talking about this whole Britney Spears situation and her grabbing him.
Yeah,
we're talking about he's taking a molehill and turning it into a mountain, saying she grabbed me. Like,
it's insane. And this isn't like this. I know. And this isn't like this came out like several days ago, like when we first were hearing information. This came out after everything, after the footage, after Britney released like 50 million videos talking about it. It's ridiculous. It's silly. He didn't do anything. And also I did see the video, and she like tugged at his shirt. Yeah. Okay.
What grab and a touch? I mean, if this was in the court of law, what would be the difference between a grab and a touch?
What's the difference between a touch and a grab? Is there a difference? I don't know. I feel like the court might have something to say about that.
Is that he went with that, and I don't get it. I just don't. It doesn't comprehend to me why that is like that, unless have been served to him on a silver platter the last few years of his life. So the point is that he is this God in his own mind. If that's the case, he is this God in his own mind.
Just saying things. Just throw it out there. He's a God in his own mind. He's arrogant. He's cocky. Ignore what his agent said about him. Ignore what everybody has said about. Ignore what the and I think we're gonna look at that video a little bit later. But like, ignore what a reporter had to say about him when she met him. Just ignore it. He's cocky. He's arrogant. He's not vicious. He's not as strong as Chet because Britney Spears got slapped by a bodyguard. I mean, what? Just say things. Just say it. This doesn't matter. Just throw it out there. You make OKC fans look bad, man. Just say it. Just whatever.
Like that's where.
Yeah, I guess JJ Redick got duped. Yeah. Talk to him for how long? Hour? More than an hour? Over an hour? Yeah, it's just this. Whatever.
Talking about, guys, Chet doesn't have that. He's gonna devour you. He's gonna rip your throat out right while you're still alive. And I feel like Victor would be like tiptoeing around you and being like, I shot you with a bow and arrow, and then, or shot you with a, whatever, and then tiptoeing, letting him bleed out.
I know this is gonna seem off topic, but I don't think it is. I really question what their thoughts are on masculinity. I also wonder what they think of like toughness. Like how did they, I mean, it's hindsight now, right? But I wonder what their thoughts were about Tim Duncan when he played in the league. Cause nastiness looks different from person to person. And Tim Duncan, just by looking at him, you wouldn't think he's nasty, but he was nasty. You would have said Kevin Garnett's nastier than Duncan. And that's kind of the comparison we got here, right? You got Wemby or Chet, Duncan or Garnett. Oh, thank you. Thanks, professional certified hater. Chet got dominated when USA played France. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. He got destroyed by Wemby. But that's what I'm saying. That would be the thing. Like, well, Kevin Garnett's louder, but as far as killer mentality, they're right. They're one and the same.
And that's cool, and that's fine. That's an attack way. But they stand up for somebody and rip their throat out while they're in the basketball game. Then somebody that stands and shoots them with a bow and arrow, and hey, look at, I put 26 points up in the, so what? Chet's going to put up 14 points.
But there's a point I want to get to where it's like, how do you expect anyone to hear you out when you say things like this? And let me see. I don't know. I thought I heard it, or someone was this it?
Talking about Victor from. That's what's so mind-boggling is how can a San Antonio fan sit there, big playoff, and say Victor is a strong motherfucker? What's so wrong with you guys? What's so delusional about it, man? Like, you
keep in mind, we have not watched Chet or Wemby play much at all. We have a broader sample size of Wemby playing professional ball than Chet. Okay?
Cannot say that Victor is strong. He is a weak ass bitch.
See? Like, how do you expect anyone to be charitable at all? Or how do you even expect your arguments to show any type of objectivity when you say something like that? It just irritates me. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Don't call our boy that. That's ridiculous. No one called Chet that. It's disrespectful. And I've seen comments where people sent me where they said he's a French B, where it's like, okay, yeah, bring up his nationality. That's great. Just gross. Like what is that?
Even Britney knows it. And here's the thing, bro.
And then he goes on, even Britney knows it. What are we talking about? Yeah, I'm done. I can't. It's just silly. Like I said, this won't be like a separate segment that's uploaded, nothing like that. I really don't care. Oh, and some people are, I see some people in their chat agreeing with it. Or, nah, it's not that many people in the chat, but someone said Wemby is weak. Just terrible. Sorry, I was trying to see if, I don't know, somebody brought up shut down Brandon Miller. Are you talking about Wemby? Because I know Wemby did. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said, y'all so unserious. Chet already missed a whole season. What the F are you talking about? Yeah. It's just silly. Yeah. But this is the type of treatment I'm sure we're gonna get. It's fine. It's whatever. It's just dumb to me. Oh, if you guys want to see what I posted, this is what I posted. I left a comment. I said, brothers, Wemby didn't bring up the Britney situation because they made it seem like he made it out to be something. Insane to even hyper focus on this. The media asked to say no one is talking about his nastiness is absolutely false. Victor's last coach compared his mentality to Kobe. Giannis called him a problem. Steph analysis is that he's special. Jerry West called him Bill Russell. Calling Wemby a French B is beyond disrespectful, biased, and delusional. And they responded, or this guy, which is, I think it's this dude, responded and saying, I think it's him. I appreciate you stopping by. I like how you clip things I said in order to get your point out, very much like every pastor in America reading and quoting half a scripture verse to get their point across. What? I didn't clip anything. When we went over that video, I didn't clip anything. We went straight through the video. I didn't clip it. I didn't take out clips. Just lying. Just lying. And yes, your word is the equivalent of Bible verses. Yes, scripture. Sure, whatever. Talking about Wemby thinks he's a god. Good God, dude. And then it says, you have a great show with a great following, but let's be honest, you got to add that in there so I'll be charitable. I would not be charitable. But let's be honest, if you watch 15 games of his time in the piss poor French league, Chet played for Gonzaga, and his true competition was one team. You'd be saying something like KP 2.0 is cool. You think he's the second coming, but whether we called him a 2-cent B or a French B, it's all the same. He's a soft little B who all they want is mommy to make breakfast and bring it to them in the tub so he can eat while mommy can wash him properly. What? Huh? Hello? What are we talking about? Clan, how dare you? How dare you clip my video like a pastor in America reading a quote from the scripture? What are we talking about? I didn't clip anything. I just went over the video. We went straight through. The video was way too long, actually. I should have clipped it because it was way too long. We heard every single thing you said. We've heard every context of your argument. No one clipped it. All right. Very silly. Very silly. And I have not heard many Spurs fans talk trash about Chet, by the way. I have not seen them do that. No one is. He's a good player. I think he's going to be a really good player. I think he's going to be an all-star even. Not this year, but how dare Wemby have a loving relationship with his parents? I don't even know what this means. I mean, we can read it again. It's all the same. He's a soft little bee who all they want is mommy to make breakfast and bring it to them in the tub so he can eat while mommy can wash him properly. Does anyone do that? That's a weird thing to come up with. Does anyone do that? Is that like an actual thing? Don't read it again, clan. No, like, is that an actual thing? Like, do mommy give kids breakfast while they're in the tub? Is that what? Do people do that? People actually do that? Because that's kind of gross. I don't think people actually do that. I think this is just a weird fantasy he has. I don't know what's going on there. It's not all Oklahoma City fans, okay? It's not. But when you say stuff like this, he's a French B. It's low IQ takes, I say. Dude just doesn't like the French. That's what I was thinking. And I know they have he mentioned Usman, and he went on to say like he's like the next great French hope or whatever. So I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah. I'm French. Those guys hate us. Probably. I mean, it's so much venom behind talking about Wemby. I mean, maybe, probably. You know what? That's a really good point. Like, because like I said, I wonder what they think of masculinity. You know, like what it means to be masculine, or like what does toughness look like? I do wonder that, because it is strange that you're hyper fixating on Victor and then you're calling him a French B. And yeah, French people, as far as like what American masculinity looks like, French masculinity would look different. By the way, my personal belief is all of it's BS. I think you can be whatever and be strong, masculine, feminine. I don't know. Guys can be feminine, women can be masculine. It doesn't matter. Who cares? No one cares. It's okay. Be who you want to be. Live your life. This is America. Be free. That's how I think of it, okay? I think anyone can be strong no matter what type of person you are. That's me. That's not me virtue signaling. That's my honest, true belief. I will triple, quadruple down on that. But since people are fixated with masculinity, I do wonder how they view it. Because if you think French people like are like inherently like not masculine, therefore weak, then yeah, you're probably gonna like hate on Wemby. That's how I think of it. That's what I think. I don't know. How would these guys know what masculinity is about? I think it's all BS anyways. I think there's way too much pressure on men and women to be masculine or feminine. I think it's way too much pressure on it. I think it's really stupid. There's no way. If we like break down what masculinity means, or like, and we like break down, like, and we put it in a category, it would be so much to the point where it's like no one person can fit all these things. And it has to be absolutely incredibly tough to fit all those things. It's all right. Just be who you want to be. I have masculine traits. I have feminine traits. I like all of them. I am who I am. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Be who you want to be. And to me, from what I've seen, Wemby seemed like a pretty strong dude. You know? Hi, Clan, can you say happy birthday to... Okay. I need to say happy birthday to Elizabeth, Nora, and Delaney? They are triplets, and it's their birthday. Hold on. We'll do something. Hold on. Can we like... Give me a second. I need to make sure this is Oh no, we can't do that. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. All right, here we go. I thought Clan was gonna rap. Oh, I'm gonna go in. I'm not the best freestyler. Can you rap? I can't. I'm not. No, it's gonna be awful. I can't freestyle. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Can you sing first then? No. Look, I gave you the happy birthday, all right? You need to be okay with that. You need to be content with that, all right? Are the triplets okay with that? They need to be content. This is life. You can't get everything you want, all right? Who's down on the piano? Actually, I don't know. This is his name. Dasnir Sosa? You guys could probably pronounce that better. It looks like it's Spanish. Thought that was Victor. Yeah, that's Vic. Oh, why? Thank you. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's just dumb. The whole thing is dumb. Yeah, JP Trey says masculinity does not equal strength. Yeah, it's all silly. It's all silly. No one will be able to fit it. Like some people say, well, masculine man is tall. Well, not everyone's tall. Masculine man's hairy. Not everybody's hairy. It's just I don't know. It's just all dumb. I think Chet. I mean not Chet. Well, Chet is too, but I think Victor is most definitely a strong person. But I mean, shoot, if we want to talk about like masculinity or not, like Prince, the artist Prince, he was a pretty strong dude. I'm sorry, pretty tough, pretty masculine. If I say so myself, he was pretty masculine. I'm just kidding. He was very feminine, but he was strong. Hi from France, sir. I obviously discover you because of Wemby, and I really like your content. Great takes and make me feel in America a bit. I hope it doesn't. America sucks. Love America, but Americans, man, we pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I just got here, don't know who that guy was, but caught his comment. I have no respect and give no validity to those who are so incoherent and illiterate they can't even properly communicate. It's just trying to be tough. It's like what would you call it? Not trying to be tough. What is it? Just trying to be edgy. I guess it's just trying to be edgy. I mean, I'll be honest. When I first started, I don't know if they first started anything, but when I first started YouTube, I was doing that. Like I was like trying to be extra edgy and like be like overly serious about my takes and stuff. And over time, you just kind of find your own voice and you like realize that's pretty cringe. But I was also like still growing up like a little bit, you know. I was still in my undergrad when I started YouTube. But yeah, it's just a matter of trying to be edgy. Shock jockery. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. He's trying to be edgy and masculine, but it actually just makes him look like a complete naive fool. Yeah, it definitely make you look silly. Yeah, just no need to quadruple down on a take like that. You don't have to bring down another player to praise one. I mean, the only example I have of myself doing that, and I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of did it with the who should be our point guard debate. But I feel like you kind of have to in a way. Like I always thought, like even early on, like when he was a rookie, I thought that Derek White should have been the replacement for Tony. And I was like, I think he's a better point guard overall than DJ. And like with that, you do have to compare the two in a way. So you are going to have to say something negative about the other. But yeah. My God, why are you spamming in the chat Trump? That's weird. Yeah. Ruru, can you ban this person? You're a weirdo. Just wanted to say thank you for the work you do. Wait, did dude literally spam Trump because I said it's okay to be who you want to be? That's sad. Just want to say thank you for the work you do. When we say he a Spur, it's more than his basketball skills. It's being a solid human being. And sir, you are a Spur. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Probably trying to go against the popular opinion in the outlandish way to get clicks. White was better than DJ. I thought he was a better point guard than DJ. Like, and people, I don't know. Yo, clan, why does America suck? Not trying to start arguments at all, just genuine curious. I won't go as far as to say America sucks, but it's pretty rough. I mean, I don't want to bring down the stream, man. I really don't. It seems like every day the Supreme Court's trying to bring something, like take away some human right that most Americans agree with. Continuous mass shootings. I mean, it happens, and then the next few days everyone forgets about it, and then it happens again. It's a lot of stuff, you know. Healthcare, not that great. A lot of people work for nothing. It's beneficial to go to college, then you wrap up college debt. Exactly. America sucks because they moved Sonics to Oklahoma. Exactly. That was the next point I was getting at. Clan, do you have a PO box? Yeah. Link in the description, or is below. It's under all the videos too. The PO box. Someone was gonna send me something. I need to go to the PO box soon, actually. Why you a Spurs fan, Clan? I actually became a Spurs fan from Manu. I didn't even like sports at all. Like, I didn't like basketball, anything. I didn't watch basketball, football, anything. But I started watching the Spurs because Manu, and I thought he was so much fun. And my brother, my older brother, he was a huge Lakers fan. Like, he was a big Kobe fan. And Manu went against Kobe. And he would always get frustrated every time Manu played them. So the more I watched Manu, and then I played with Manu, I think on 2K, and I was like, wow, the Spurs are really good, and I just became a Spurs fan. I started watching for Manu, and then I became a Spurs fan. Funny enough, when me not knowing anything about basketball at the time, I didn't like Duncan initially. I was like, this guy doesn't even care, right? I was like, where's his emotion? He doesn't even care. He's just trotting down the court. He doesn't care about the game of basketball. And then obviously I was stupid. Realized I was stupid. And I did a whole, yeah, exactly, JP. Like, I did a whole thing because of Manu. If I type in because Manu is, yeah, it does. Yeah, this. You should go watch this. I think it's pretty good. Oh, by the way, so you guys know, I actually finished the Wembanyama song. I did. I finished it. I finished the Wemby song. I finished it. I freaking finished it, man. I didn't record it, but I finished writing it, and it's so good. And now I just got to figure out. Yeah, I know. I can record it. That would only take like a day. That would not take long at all. But I got to figure out when to post it. I don't know when to post it. Let's go Wemby song. It's so good. Tease it. Give us a sample. I can give you the beat. Hold on. On my phone. Hold on. Give me a second. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. Hold on, I'll tell you one of the lines, okay? I'll tell you one of the lines. And I know it's probably not gonna sound as good because I'm just gonna say it, but like when I actually rap it, it flows super well. All right, and this is like later on in it. It says, and tell me if you understand it, okay? All right, they hating on you, Wemby, with the venom intent. Say you skinny like a spider, can't compete with the men, but you miles ahead of them. And they don't know how to mend. In other words, Spurs winning is a canon event. Tell me that's not hard. Did you get all the references? I hope you got the references. Beat is hard. It is hard. I found it. It's dope. Will you ever make a rap album? Nah. I'll just post it all on here. That's hard, though. It is hard. Not bad? What you mean not bad? Venom, Spider, miles ahead of him. It's a canon event. It's hard. Once it's actually flowing, you're gonna get it. It's dope. I bring up Britney in it too. I really like it. Like I really like it. It flows really well. And there's one part that just, yeah. It's gonna be hard to record though because it's really fast. You should make an album for every player that's gonna be here for a while. I really need to do one for Sohan. But yeah, so this. Oh, you can't even hear it.
Writing my thoughts out, spout on many a pages. Depression told me that my death will probably be painless. I was aimless, didn't know who else to be. Parents asked, how's your day? And I could not speak. No escape. Daydream and I watched TV. Felt so bleak, a future I just could not see. One day, I overheard my brother starting to scream. Who is this going against my boy Kobe the Bean? I walked to his room quietly, beginning to peek. I hear the commentator say his name is Ginobili. I hated sports, but he began to grow on me. And he had a lot of bullies and they called him weak. Didn't hear a word they said, he just stood on his feet. Everything I watched him do, he did it fearlessly. Even through an injury, he would continue to swing. He kept his chest out and chin up and did not flee. I had an idea, but I knew it was a stretch for me. But hopefully, I could be like Ginobili. By 18, my confidence it grew through the roof. I felt a prominence of dominance, no longer felt blue. They see that I exist, predominance. The hate is omnious, is obvious, and common sense will say they want me to lose.
So I messed up there. I said omnious. I meant to say ominous. And that really made me upset. I messed that up.
But I'ma keep causing the bullies to stare. And I'ma keep bowling like Manu's hair. And I'ma keep hauling the words in the snare. But I was not aware of where I was aware to be wary. In Memphis, Tennessee, you could die from your jewelry. And making eye contact and make sure that you get buried. They running out of room in all of the cemeteries. Walking with confidence, you probably need to come carry. But I wasn't. And I don't even know where to start. Walking with a friend at Tom Lee Park, talking anime and chilling. What do we see? About 20-odd gang members staring at me. They said, what time is it, G? Before I said anything, they started swinging at me, all while they gritting their teeth. 3 held me down while the others stomping on me. I'm starting to bleed because my head is starting to bleed. I can't see from the blood that my temple is leaked. God, please, don't let me die inside of the street. I started to weep because I'm gonna die as a teen. My life is complete, and now I'm in the hands of the reap. I blacked out. Then I heard my friend scream, somebody please, his life and light is starting to seize. Broken bones,
By the
so
way,
I can only crawl on my knees.
Wait. Udoka had no interest in coaching Harden? Really? By the way, this was absolutely real. This actually did happen. That actually did happen.
Don't remember much because of all the dose of morphine, but the ER said I won't recover for weeks. My parents wrapped me in sheets with a kiss on the cheek. Laying in a hospital bed, barely can see, but on the TV, my idol, Ginobili. I knew I could overcome some injuries too because of Manu. I decided to fight through a bruise because of Manu.
It was awful. Terrible experience. And yeah, this was like a actual, at the end, I put an article. This was the actual article. Of what happened. I got jumped at Tom Lee Park. It was really bad. Rushed to the hospital. A lot of broken bones, a lot of fractures. And funny enough, I think one of the people, because after I got up, or I was basically like not even really able to get up, I went towards like the light that was near the street. And there was a couple parked there. They got out of their car, and they said that they thought that I was like involved in a gang, and that's why I was getting jumped. So it's like really terrible. Also, you can see here, it said after the gang ran off, I went over there and we were both still on the ground, and the guy was bleeding really bad out of his nose and mouth. He's talking about me. He did not go up to me, by the way. I couldn't find the news clip because it was on the news. This guy lied. He blatantly lied. Oh, the last storm's in the chat. I'm glad you're crushing on us. Oh, I'm happy to do it. But yeah. So, and then you can see here, police say that they stole the man's cell phone and wallet. This gives me a lot of cause for concern. That was a councilman. But yeah, it was a whole. It sucks. It sucks so bad, bro. And funny enough, and you wanna know how it gets even worse. I was still in high school, so at this time I was getting ready to go on a trip because I was in choir. And because I was in band for a long period of time, I played percussion, and then I went to choir for my last year, many reasons. And choir, we were going to go on a trip to San Antonio, so I was literally gonna be able to go to and I really liked going to San Antonio. And we were gonna take a trip to San Antonio, but because of what happened, and the trip was literally like 2 weeks from then, I couldn't go. I was too hurt. So yeah, really sucked. So I was basically watching the Spurs in the playoffs from the bed. So, oh crap, what the heck? But yeah, crazy stuff. I've been debating whether or not I should no way, dude, you play me too? Talking about percussion? I used to. So here's should we do the Dear Primo? I got some stuff to react to, but I mean, should we? I'll put it on there. This is so sad. This was after, okay, so this is after we got Primo and everyone started talking trash about him. Run it. Oh man.
Dear Primo, my amigo, I know you've seen those emotes and the reacts to the pick that we chose. See, bro, from your perspective, man, we seem low. We talked about
It's in
you
Spanish?
harshly. I'm
Wait,
sorry,
no, that's
so
German?
here's a keynote. We owe you an apology for saying everything that we said and turning you into a comedy. And honestly, we were selfish. Should have been more receptive. You wasn't cherished. For that, Josh, my heart is perished. But man, Spurs fans had a ploy to get a center in the draft that we all can enjoy. It was dramatic, ecstatic, overbundled with joy, like a parent finding out if it's a girl or a boy. But wait, I need to sit. Kai Jones and Shingun's there, so who is this kid? I don't understand. We got like 50 bigs we could pick. First Trey Jones and now this, right's making me sick. I don't get it. I admit it, I don't know this kid. But I know he's under 6'10", so he's not getting minutes. He's 18, we got 10 guards. I know he won't get it. Man, we're finished. If I ever see Brian Wright, man, I get it. Listen, Josh, I wish you the best. I hope you make a lot of money and your family is blessed. I hope you take the crown from James and you end up the king. I hope you pull out a Kobe by bringing us a new ring.
Nope.
I hope to turn on TNT, hear nothing but talk about who's the GOAT, James, Jordan, or Josh.
Nope.
I hope you hear an MVP chant when you shoot a free throw. I truly know that you'll be dope, so we're sorry, Primo.
Yeah. This aged well. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Who else did we do one on? Did the Dear Derek. Dear Derek's dad, or Dear Derek. Derek White's dad, he actually posted something on it on Twitter. Like, he really liked it. And Derek White saw it too. I mean, obviously if his dad saw it, but Derek White saw that one. And he posted under one of the videos that I think it was on Instagram, and he was like, much love, or like appreciate it, or something like that. What did I just join to? Yeah, it's pretty sad. I think those are the only Dear Derek ones I got though. Or the Dear, I'm sorry. I only have 3 Dears, and then I'm gonna do a Dear Wemby. That's way better than any of this stuff, dude. The Jonte's was pretty good. Guys, it takes forever for the beat to jump in.
Dear DJ, I'ma let the beat play, just wait. I don't know what to say, just wait. Got your
And this didn't age well either, because after this, he said we're losing the next 15 years.
I like to replay, wait. You left to my dismay, just wait. My heart got a big ache, it breaks. Don't know how to repay a face. The fact that you ain't gonna stay, hard to maintain my brain in a healthier way. I'm irate and I may be losing state of mind. A state of mind, it ain't sublime. Should I confide my cries inside? I can't decide, no peace of mind. My tongue is tied, I emphasize. My heart has died, I cannot lie. I thought that I would be just fine, but I'm divided. Sit in silence, ride or die. You gave us pride, just give me time and I'll be fine. But man, I'm not dealing with this well, so
I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I mean, not out of the thing. Like, we got stuff to react to. But I'm sorry. All right, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but this is a really good rhyme scheme. I'm sorry. The fact that I kept it up is good. I don't care what anyone says. That's pretty impressive. I don't know.
State hard to maintain my brain in a healthier way. I'm irate and I may be losing state of mind. State of mind, it ain't sublime. Should I confide my cries inside? I can't decide, no peace of mind. My tongue is tied, I emphasize. My heart has died, I cannot lie. I thought that I would be just fine, but I'm divided. Sit in silence, ride or die. You gave us pride, just give me time and I'll be fine. But man, I'm not dealing with this.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's tough. It's all right. But the Wemby's one way better. All right, we got stuff to talk about. Enough. You guys just allowed me to, like Ruru said earlier, she said, wow, you guys just going to allow Clan to go through his Eminem style Spurs raps? Yeah, we need to stop. Wait, why is Wemby trending? Because of the Lil Wayne thing. Okay. Let's see here. What we got going on? First off, hold on, let me check my messages. Share a tweet. What is this? Oh, it's not Spurs related. Okay. Oh, what just happened? Oh, thanks for the super chat, David. He says maybe we don't want a Wemby song if all the other cats you sang about aren't on the Spurs anymore. True, that's true. I'm gonna mess it up. Wait, no, wait, no, not true. Primo one is the only one. The other two, Derek and DeJounte, I did those after they left. So it's a little different. Let's see. What's this? Going back through my clips of Wemby's Summer League game. Wemby's gravity is pretty apparent immediately. Kai Jones can't fully drop on this ball screen and has to get back to Vic, creating a wide open lane for Branham to drive. Dude, this is what I was talking about, though. This is what I was talking about. His gravity was ridiculous. Like, just like I mean, maybe you guys are still in the chat. The people I reacted to, OKC Pod or whatever. This is what I was saying when they said that he needs the ball in his hands to be successful. That's not true. He brings so much gravity that he creates other players. He makes other players open. He helps other players. Like, he's like, I guarantee you guys, and don't be a victim of this, okay? Spurs fans are going to go crazy about Keldon this season. I guarantee you. People are going to say Keldon Johnson is so great. They won't go as far as say give him a max, but people are going to talk about, well, when this deal is over, give him more money, way more money. They're going to do that. And the reason being is because Wemby's going to help him like look way better. But yeah. Wemby song Renegade beat? Nah. Just saying, Clan. All right. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hey guys, Sohan isn't playing, right, for Poland? Is he out? Is he out? See, this is what I was trying to tell you. I was trying to warn you guys. Everyone was like, "No, Clan. No, Clan, it's all good. Let Wemby eat San Antonio food. You don't know what you're talking about, Clan. You're not from here. We got really healthy food. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. Look what happened. Look what happened. He's only been in America for a few days, and look what you guys did to him. Cause you trying to show him all the great taco spots. Look what you did to our boy. You see what you did to him? He was here for a week, and this is what San Antonio did to him. He was here for a week. You guys suck. I tried my best. I said, Wemby, don't do it. Don't eat in San Antonio. get yourself a personal chef. But all you guys are like, no, Clan, no. Let him eat. Let him eat San Antonio food. You got Michelle Beadle interviewing him, asking what's his favorite food in San Antonio. Y'all, you guys are disgusting. You suck. Now we got to do the whole process over again. We got to get a #1 pick all over again because of you guys. The tacos are worth it. See what I'm saying? You guys still doing it. You still doing it. All right, so this is something to talk about. And it's a little misleading, so hold on. Oh, wait, maybe this isn't misleading. Okay, give me a second. Let me make sure I got my information right before we do this segment, because I just noticed something, so hold on. Let's see. Because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this, so... Okay. Size, deal. Is this it? Brand bar, here it is. It was a no-brainer. Barcode. Any other endorsements? He's endorsed with Nike, I think. Yeah. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Bring it down a little bit. All right, guys, we got some good news. All right, our boy Wemby, he's putting that work in. All right. Everyone says that he needs some work as far as building some strength. He's even said himself that he needs to work on his conditioning. He said in his first summer league game, he had no idea what he was doing. But yet in the second game, he put up 27 points. But that's just me. I'm just saying things. But yeah, so he's hanging out with Miles Turner and working out with him. Now, people have reported that, oh my God, he's working out with Miles Turner and Kuzma. But I don't think that's the case. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's look at this. So this is Miles Turner. He said, bright. Hey, watch your language, big man. Future. So let's see here. Let's rewind it.
Take it.
Oh no! Whoa! Oh, sorry. I'm not getting copyrighted. I heard Drake. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, Miles Turner. I'm too smart for that. All right. So here's our boy working out with Miles, and that's Coach Goat. I actually don't know who that is. You guys can tell me who that is, assuming just a trainer. You can see he's putting on some muscle. I really need to look up what a NBA workout looks like so I can start doing it, because I really want to. I mean, I'm not in bad shape, but I don't want to just be in good shape. I want to be in great shape, Like, I want to be a monster. I was a monster a few years ago. I want to get back to that. Yeah, you can see he's putting on those pounds. Did he block him? Did they cut that? Miles, did you edit this video? Miles, did you get blocked by Wemby? I don't know. I can't tell. Look how high. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. How do you score on that? I couldn't. On him. Bang. It is good that he's working out with Miles, because I really like Miles Turner. There's aspects of his game that I think Wemby could benefit from. Miles Turner ain't a bad lob threat himself, and I think Wemby does not get near enough lobs. In France, he got quite a few, but not as many as he could have. And I think that's something you really can work on. He should be way more of a mob threat. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. But also, so people have been saying, like I said, he's working out with Miles Turner and Kuzma, but I don't think so. So this is him. Oh, hey, you not gonna copyright me? Hey, knock it off. All right. So you can see he met. I think this is the first time he's meeting them, and people thought that this was video of him working out with both of them, but no, not actually. Really weird how they made this like old school. It looks cool, but he actually signed a new deal recently. And in typical Victor Wembanyama fashion, he signed with a company that, I mean, let's just be honest, not a lot of people are going to know about. All right, it's not super mainstream, and that's kind of his thing, right? He likes being the underdog, except for him signing with Nike. So Victor signs with Kyle Kuzma's brand Barcode amidst his search for the best breakfast taco. It was a no-brainer. This is what I'm saying. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. I don't have it up. Hold on, let me see if I can find that again. Show you guys what you're gonna do to Wemby if you keep this up. I just showed the chat it, but I don't know if I can find it again. Can I find it again? I don't think I can find it again. I don't have it anymore. I'm sorry. I wasted you guys' time. Wait, what if I go to photos? I don't know. All right, screw it. Sorry, wasted a lot of time there. But yeah, so anyways, he said it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer to choose Barcode to partner with, adding that the plant-based fitness drink really stood out from other beverages on the market with its herbal adaptogens. What are adaptogens? That work to manage stress and restore balance. Herbs, roots, and other plant substances like mushrooms that help our body manage stress and restore balance after a stressful situation. People take adaptogens as herbal supplements in capsule form, drink them in teas. Okay. I've never heard of this. Maybe I have before and I don't know. It hasn't really stuck with me. But yeah, so good news for Wemby. So whether or not is he working out with Kuzma? Well, he's probably going to be pretty close to Kuzma now. But he's also working out. He's definitely working out with Miles Turner. Now, this is why this is important, okay? Just really quick. This is why it's important. The reason why I think this is very important is because over the past several years, we haven't really had a lot of pull as far as getting players to San Antonio. Not only are the Spurs actively themselves, our front office, trying to expand out so that can be more of a possibility in the future, but also the fact that we have Vic, that's really going to help. Because if you guys recall, the main draw for veterans and pretty decent players to come to the Spurs before wasn't necessarily Duncan himself. It was more so the system and Popovich. Even Chris Paul brought that up, like, I wanted to go to the Spurs, but I thought Popovich was going to retire, right? And then when it came to LaMarcus Aldridge coming to the Spurs, probably our biggest, free agent signee, maybe ever, right? When he came to the Spurs, the thing about that was he said himself he was going to take over. He thought he was going to take over after Duncan, right? So it really was just the system and playing under Pop and being successful, and that's why he came to the Spurs. So just keep those things in mind. I think Vic is going to bring in a lot of extra players. A lot of people are going to want to play with him. And the fact that Dame Lillard has even put the Spurs on his list at all is insane to me. I mean, it is insane to me. So yeah, so that's just a big deal. Big deal. Chris Paul will retire before Pop. Yeah, no, most definitely. And just really quick, I know this is kind of off topic, but one thing that I found kind of funny is a lot of people like, Pop, 5 years is crazy. What? But if you really think about it, there were reports before when we had Kawhi that Pop wanted to stay until Kawhi retired. So like, when will Kawhi retire? Kawhi will probably be out of the league in the next 4-ish years, I'm assuming, probably. So it would be on pace for what Pop wanted to do anyway. You said 3? You think he'd be out for 3 in 3 years? I don't know, But I think it's on par with what Pop wanted to do anyway. He probably always planned to retire before he's 80. I'm assuming. I don't know. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're just saying things. All right, but yeah, that's my thought. My thoughts there. Yeah, Leonard's knees are bad. True. All right, that's all I gotta say about that segment. All right, guys, we got other stuff to talk about. All right. Let's see. So I did want to show you guys that. Oh yeah, this is cringe. This is really cringe. I think a good way to go about this, because I did want to do another Britney video. Forgive me. The reason why I want to go over this is actually because my homegirl Carolina Teague went over it, and I didn't watch their reaction, but I did want to like respond to it. I don't know who the other three ladies are, but let's see. Let me type in, what is it? Where would I find it? Did Britney Spears put it on her own stuff? I don't even know if she put it on her own stuff. It was very strange.
So I just got finished with my book. It's coming out very soon. I worked my ass off for this book. I had a lot of therapy to get this book done. So you guys better like it. And if you don't, that's cool too. Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. I'm out of here. So, bye guys. Hope you like the book.
What the heck? What? Is this it? No, this isn't it. Okay, so she didn't post it herself. Here, I'll put this up. Let's see if I can find it. Where the heck did she post it then? I saw the video of Britney bringing up the fact that he should apologize. Where the heck did she put it? Think I'll pass in that book. Where the heck is the video? Are we serious? Is this it? This is it. What did she put this on?
In the world in sync at one time.
Wait. Oh crap, that was it, wasn't it? That was it. Hold on, we'll go. Cause I want to go to the one that has the most views, because it's gonna be the most. Oh, is it this one? I just saw doves on here, so I thought it wasn't it.
For this book, I had a lot of therapy to get this book done, so you guys better like it. And if you don't like, yeah, go, my G, go, baby, why don't?
Huh? I don't know. Is this it? Is this her talking about the Wemby thing? Hold on.
Okay guys, so my book is coming out very, very soon. I worked my ass off for this book. I had...
Dude. Who's behind the camera? Do you hear that? Hold on, let me turn my stuff off. Guys, listen. What the heck? Maybe it's because I got earphones on, but I thought it was myself. I thought I was breathing in the mic. What the heck is that? And why is someone behind the camera when it's obviously on a stand? What is going on here?
A lot of therapy to get this book done, so you guys better like it. And if you don't like it, that's fine too. Either way, I'm going to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Yeah, go, my G, go. Baby, why don't we go to my Iga? Coco, my casa.
Too much.
What? Is that Butthead? Is Butthead? Are Beavis and Butthead behind it? Are they behind the camera? What the heck was that? Beavis and Butthead behind the camera? All right. Okay. So it looks like she didn't post it on her stuff, but I do have it. All right. So we'll just watch it on the whoever else posted. I have no idea what's going on here. So as you guys know, originally Britney released this, got 104,000 likes. Ridiculous. 17.5 million views. I know a lot of people have accused her of, oh, you're only saying all this about Wemby and you only went up to Wemby because you have this book coming out, blah, blah, blah. I won't make that speculation because it could just be a coincidence. Also, I mean, Britney Spears, she always has something going on, I'm sure, and she always has something being released. So it could very well be a coincidence. I don't know. But hey, it does help to be in the news, you know, while your stuff is coming out. But she asked Wemby to apologize, the Spurs franchise to apologize. Totally ridiculous, especially after we got all the information, saw what happened. And it makes it even more ridiculous after listening to this. So I guess she put this on this Instagram. I don't know. I think this is Instagram. Okay, so she put it on Instagram.
I've been with the most famous people in the world. In sync at one time, girls would like literally throw themselves at them. On my way into the place, actually, I was knocked down by like 3 12-year-olds trying to get my picture. My security not one time touched them or even came near them. Point being is, I didn't appreciate the people saying that I deserve to be hit, because no woman ever deserves to be hit. I simply tapped him on the back and I was backhanded, hit my face, it came back on the floor. My best friend picked me up and held me. And I did get an apology at my table 30 minutes later, but I have yet to receive a public apology.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna look at what our girl Carolina has to say about this. So a few things here, just like from what she said, I'll just react directly to it. No woman ever deserves to get hit. I don't care who you are. Some people do deserve to get hit. But I will say this. Britney, for what happened, I don't think she deserved to get hit. And if people are like putting that out there and saying that, and there's so many people on the internet, I'm sure there's many people being like very misogynistic and not cool and cringe. All right. I'm sure that's happening. All right. I'm not going to act like it's not. I don't think that she deserved to get hit. All right. Now, watching the video, we know that it did look like she tugged on his shirt. She reached up, and the bodyguard basically moved her hand out the way, swatted her hand out the way, and it resulted in her being hit in the face. Now, I think that anybody would have got that type of treatment. Now, hindsight is crazy, okay? Because hindsight, it was Britney Spears. All right, hindsight's great. All right, but you don't know who's approaching Wemby. You don't know, and you're telling him continue walking, and you have this person trying to pester and get his attention. What she should have did was more than likely like get her security over there and talk to his security and then have it. But let me get that out of the way. She doesn't deserve to get hit. All right. Now that statement, no woman ever deserves to get hit, that's insane to me. Like anybody can deserve to get hit in certain situations. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure she meant it in a more broad sense of don't assault women, which I would agree with. But yeah, I mean, anybody can get a hit. All right, anybody can get a slap in the face. But I don't think Britney deserved it. But I also think it's pretty cringe that she's asking for a public apology, and then acknowledging that they apologized 30 minutes later, and then Wemby didn't know about it until even later after that. It's just weird to me. It's just very strange. Why do you need a public apology? All this is already public, and you just made the apology public by saying you got an apology. Why do you need it to be a public apology? You know, it just reeks of a lot of entitlement. And I know Britney has been she's been famous for a very long time, okay? I mean, I remember Britney Spears as a little kid and how crazy things were about Britney Spears at the time. Like, she was huge, okay? Mega superstar. But I'll be honest too, she showed her age a little bit bringing up NSYNC. NSYNC, I mean, come on. You guys know I'm like the biggest Eminem fan, my favorite rapper of all time. But I don't know, man. I don't bring up old, like, early 2000 references when it pertains to Eminem. I don't know. It's weird to bring up NSYNC. What the heck? NSYNC? But yeah. All right. So, besides the point, I think she's being very cringe right now. But let's see what Carolina had to say, because Carolina usually has some really good takes. I only saw like a few seconds of this, and I don't know who the other women. Oh, well, actually, she got it here. Hold on. This is the full show. So it's Ruth, Janaea, Jay. She goes by Jay apparently, and Elena. All right. So let's see what all these fine young ladies have to say about this situation. Should I? No, we're good. All right.
I was not there for that. I was trying to run into her. But because I am a Britney fan, I feel bad for her, whatever she.
By the way, I've had Carolina on the show before. She's awesome. She's cool. We DM every now and then. It's sporadic, but she's cool. She's nice.
Went through with her mental health and things like that. But she came out with a video yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did see that, and I'm
What happened? What happened? Fill me in.
She's demanding a public apology from Wemby, but in this last video, she acknowledged that she got a private apology. And my stance on that is, I love Britney. She's gone through a lot. But Britney Spears, you already got your apology. It was a private apology because it was a private matter. Victor Wembanyama did not make this situation public. The San Antonio Spurs did not make this situation public. It was private through and through. The only reason why it hit the media was because Britney went to file a police report. And if she wanted to, she most absolutely can.
Well, to be fair here, I mean, I think it would have went public anyway. But her going, I agree with Carolina in that Britney going as far as she did put way more attention on it, and it kind of made that separation of this is the victim, this is the assaulter. I mean, people were calling for the bodyguard's job. So yeah, it was. Yeah, she definitely made it pretty bad.
It got in the hands of TMZ. Then she made a public announcement that she wants a public apology. Then Wemby said his piece, and it just turned into a firestorm after that. And now we're in a world where Britney Spears and Victor Wembanyama, generational talent, have collided, and now they're synonymous with each other. And Britney fans are really attacking Victor Wembanyama. And just by me following Britney and being a fan of her, her fans were able to get her 13-year conservatorship overturned. They were extremely ruthless in that. And if you go to the Spurs social media comments and Victor Wembanyama's comments, they're exactly the same way with them as well.
It is very strange, isn't it? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm the biggest, I said it before, but I'm the biggest Eminem stan, but I don't know if I ever go this far. Oh, man. Some wild stuff.
They are relentless with demanding that public apology.
True.
But my thing is, get your foot off the gas, Britney. He already apologized to you privately. Just accept the private apology. No apology is the worst apology. And a private apology to me is way better than a public one. A public one means you're doing it to appease the public. A private one means they're telling you personally, we are sorry. They already did it. Let it go.
So,
okay, all right. So can I say, I'm just going to say this really quick. I completely agree with Carolina in that private apology should have been like fine. I don't know why it needs to be public. But sometimes I would say like private apologies aren't as meaningful as a public one. Especially if we're talking about people that like multiple assaulters or like, sexual assaulters or, a company does something that's like really out of line or something. It needs to be public. It doesn't need to be, oh, let me go to the individual victims and send them a DM and say, hey, I'm sorry I traumatized you. Like, no. It needs to be out there. Sometimes public apologies are necessary. This is not one of those occasions at all by a long shot. It just reeks entitlement to me.
she wants an apology from Victor himself, but I mean, was it even Victor that?
Yeah, it was the security guard that,
like,
actually put hands on her.
She should be asking the Spurs organization for an apology.
She asked Victor Wembanyama, or she said it nobody publicly. So she doesn't care if it's from Wemby. She doesn't care if it's from the security team, or she doesn't care if it's from the organization. She just wants a public apology from somebody. And I got dragged because I originally had stated prior to the video coming out that she did deserve an apology, because if she didn't get one, she was going to get her fans on.
Okay, so Carolina, it sounds like she didn't. It sounds like she didn't hear the other report, because the initial, I think one of the initial reports, and it was like very like, I don't know, it was a small section that did say that they apologized before. That's why I was kind of like indifferent on the whole thing, because I was like, she did get her apology, and I don't know exactly what happened. Like, did they literally like, because the way that everything was described by TMZ, if you guys remember, it made it seem like she came up to like their table or something and like tapped Wemby on the shoulder. And it's like, hey, hi, I'm Britney Spears. Can I get a picture with you? And then, and then the bodyguard just stood up and just like, and just like backhanded her, just backhanded her. And she flew across the air, and her shades flew in the air, and she was knocked out for several minutes. And then she went back to her table humbly. And then they eventually came over and said sorry. And I was like, whoa, that's wild. What? Why did they do that? Why did they do a fatality on Britney Spears? But then when more things came out, I was like, oh, okay. But even initially it said like that they apologized. So
Victor Wembanyama, he's a 19-year-old generational talent. He shouldn't have to deal with that social media drama right now at this moment. Get the fans off of him and issue the apology. That didn't sit well with Spurs fans, but I stood on what I said because I understand how Britney fans can be, and I still stand on that. Prior to the video coming out, the video comes out, my stance has changed.
I feel like sometimes and that's the whole video, by the way. And if you guys want to check out the full video, it's here, full show. The video's unavailable. Okay, I don't know, but follow, at the very least, follow Carolina Teague. I don't know. I think sometimes you stand firm. You know, like you can't really worry about their fans. All right, let's be honest. The Spurs organization, the NBA, you know, it's just not Spurs organization. The NBA as a whole, I think is more powerful than Britney Spears. I just think that. But yeah, I would just stand firm. I don't know. Why apologize at this point? You already got your apology. They already came up to you. The bodyguard apologized and said, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know. But you know what? You got the same treatment that like anybody would have got. And sometimes bodyguards do go overboard, but I don't even think this was one of those situations. It wasn't as bad as we initially thought. You see, the bodyguard apologized. Victor did nothing to apologize for. He didn't do anything. Yeah, he just walked. He just walked. He just walked. I don't know. Just silly. Yeah, I agree. Bodyguard had nothing to apologize for. What happens when he doesn't take something like that too serious and Victor gets hurt from a crazy fan that rushes him? Yeah. Also, you have nothing to apologize. What happens if that happens? But really, I mean, it's insulting at this point. You know? It's insulting at this point. This wasn't this wasn't something that needed a public apology. It's ridiculous at this point. And then for you to even come out and say, yeah, you apologize, but do it publicly. You just did it. You just made it public. It's fine. Britney wanted a normal life for decades fighting paparazzi. Then she gets treated normal and turned into a Karen. Yeah, it's a lot of entitlement from her. It's also her husband. Oh yeah, he's doing his whole thing too. Her ego is so big she demands a public apology and public treats if she doesn't get the public apology. You ain't the only one with fans, Britney. Fall back. You looking like a soiled brat. I agree. There were nothing for sure. It's just an incident. Come on, Britney. At your prime, you've lived it. You lived that. Yeah, I also have a very hard. I mean, also she's like, and then 12-year-olds running up to us and attacking during NSYNC. It's like, maybe they need better bodyguards. I mean, I don't know. All right, let's see here. All right, I had more to go over. So let's see here. What is this? Why did I like? Oh, I just thought this was funny. This is Luka Doncic conditioning. And then this person says, this dude is getting 32 a night in the league, but I'm supposed to believe Larry Bird would have struggled in this era. Who says that? Anyone that says that, that's insane to me. All right, let's see. Ooh.
Having a better record for my team than last year.
No, we're not going to go over that. Let's see. Need to face some adversity. All right, guys, give me a second. Because I know I have more to go over. Let's see. Let's go to Instagram. Did I save it? I might have saved it on Instagram. Okay, I know this is gonna be funny, so we're watching it. I'm sorry, we gotta see this.
And I believe in you. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any candy or like a birthday cake on you, would you?
Hold on.
Why are you so sweaty, Zion? You just get done working out? No, I'm on a diet. I haven't had any sugar in hours. I don't know how much longer I can last. You got this, man. I believe in you. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any candy or like a birthday cake on you, would you? Why would I have a birthday cake on me? Why wouldn't you? Give me something. A jelly packet, anything. I don't have anything. You better come up with something. I think I might have stepped in some gum on the way here. Give me that shoe.
That's terrible. That's terrible. God, I love their humor, bro. Ah, it's so funny. They did one kind of Wemby related. It was Britney Spears. It's pretty bad. Let's see.
I was just trying to say hi to Wemby, and then I got hit in the face.
I know what you're going through. I was just playing basketball when I got punched in my face, square in it. But that'll never happen again.
What do you mean?
I'm always on my toes now. Go ahead, Britney. Try to punch me in my face.
I don't want to hurt you.
Please, you think you could hurt Pool Boy? America's hero. He who fights for justice, honor, and baddies everywhere.
I didn't think I'd hurt you. I'm sorry.
Nobody punches out Pool Boy while Jacuzzi's around, because after all, every pool needs a jacuzzi.
It's so stupid. It's so funny, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and Ja Morant and Marcus Smart.
Thanks for having me over, Ja. Now that I'm in Memphis, things are going to be a lot different around here. Yeah, Marcus, our defense is going to be crazy. I mean the culture. It's time to let go of the guns, Ja. Say what now? It's time to grow up. No more beating up high school kids, no more late nights and partying.
He wants to take away our precious. We can't let him.
What do?
We must kill Marcus.
We can't. I'm in enough trouble already.
We must, so we can wait for Precious.
Okay, I'm in. Let's do this. Ja, who are you talking to?
These are terrible, man. They're so funny. Hey, what you messing with? My silly cat. Oh, man. There's a lot in here. Oh, this one's funny.
Please don't make me go, guys. Can't have a splash without the pool.
It's too late, Jordan.
Oh, come on, guys. I'll pass the ball, play defense. Dre might leave so we don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, but I also might not leave. What do we do with him now?
Guys, I'm claustrophobic. Get me out of here.
We're all set.
Guys, I'm gonna pass out.
Dre, did you give him an air hole? He's fine. Now let's go.
Oh, thanks for the super chat. Hey, Clan, just wanted to say you're such a bright, welcoming figure in sports fandom, which is a hard thing to come across. I'm so glad to have found your channel just as I'm getting into basketball. That's awesome. Thank you, Alexandra. I really appreciate it. I try my best. I was so nervous when I first started. I think the first thing I did was I made an Instagram account when I was in high school, like early on in high school, and when live became a thing on Instagram, I started doing it more and more, and then I felt comfortable, and then eventually got into YouTube. And the main reason why I wanted to do it was really because I wanted to talk to other Spurs fans, because there's not a lot of, especially at that time, now it's a little better, but at that time there was like no spaces for Spurs fans to talk. Like you had to find something maybe like on Reddit or like random Spurs blog posts that you could find online, but it wasn't any. And then the only YouTuber was DC Tree, and like I'm cool with him now, by the way. Like we chat every now and then. But yeah, like he was like the only one at that time, so I definitely wanted that. So and it's becoming that. This channel's nowhere near where I want it to be, but it's definitely becoming that. All right, I think we got one more thing to go over. This still hands down the best Spurs community. Thank you. I'm glad that I attracted the better of the Spurs fans, because you know some Spurs fans can be a little strange, you know. Oh, let's see. Is this it? Yeah. This is it. This is nice. All right, guys. Check this out. Okay. So Bleacher Report gives surprisingly high praise to Spurs in recent column. So let's see what it has to say here. Spurs fans, slap yourselves, pinch your arm, or stub your toe on. Oh my God, that is violent. That's too descriptive, my boy. All right, prime player potential. Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell averaged 40 points per game between the two of them last season, and they both are under 24 years old. The scoring came with little to no spacing since defenses had no reason to double team or overhelp on any other players. By the way, can I say something? Because I made a point and a lot of people disagree with me. I said that I think the biggest issue I have with the Spurs going forward is their offense. I just don't necessarily know if we have like another guy next to Wemby that can just like light it up all game long. Thanks for subscribing. And I think I need to elaborate on that just a little bit. I wasn't necessarily saying that our offense is terrible, because our offense last season was better than our defense, like by far. I just meant I was trying to put it in the context of becoming a playoff team, or if that would be like doable, or if we would make the playoffs. And I think that that's what's going to prevent us from making the playoffs. Defensively, I think we had a huge upgrade, just huge upgrade with City, Sissoko, and also with Wemby, and hopefully Serge Jabari can play because he's a good defender as well. And I just think defensively we're going to look way more cohesive than we did last year. But offensively, when it comes to like playing some of the best, I just think that we're gonna come up short. And I know a lot of Spurs fans believe that we'll be at 500. I don't think we'll make it to 500. But hey, it will be a surprise to me, and I'm for it, okay? And I'm not cheering for the Spurs to lose like I did last year to get Wemby, because we got Wemby. I'm cool now. I'm just here for the ride, y'all. I'm just here for the ride. But I did want to at least elaborate on that, if that makes any sense. So offensively, we're good. I just don't know if we have that guy yet. I mean, I really think the Spurs need to, in the upcoming drafts, try to find some type of combo point guard that can do a little bit of everything but also light you up. That would be really nice. But anyways, it says Trey Jones has already solidified himself as a strong spot starter or fantastic backup after what we've seen from Malachi Branham and Julian in the Summer League. The Spurs look to have struck gold again, given San Antonio scoring threats off the bench means opposing teams will never get to take a breather when the starters rest. I think that was part of why we got City Sissoko, honestly. I mean, you sit down Sohan, and he's pretty similar to him. I think he has better handles than Sohan. His passing ability is slightly better, not much, but slightly better. And he can also shoot outside shots better than Sohan. Sohan's a better player overall, easily, right? But I think City Sissoko is going to be huge in that regard. I mean, his handles, he looks like a guard. Dominic Barlow went from looking lost on the court or floor to a player with something strong to contribute. By the way, last season I thought Malachi Branham started off pretty rough in the Summer League, like his first Summer League game, and then after it, he adjusted tremendously. So I'm not that shocked that he looks pretty good. But I like this nickname, and I haven't heard anyone say this before. The Polish Prince and Wemby are going to be a dynamic duo and force to be reckoned with on both sides of the ball. Jeremy Sohan has shown a mature feel for the game at a young age, but he still has plenty of room to grow. And that's true. I actually went to see the game in person against the Atlanta Hawks. And as we know, we watched all the games, right? Like, it was the same theme every single time. The Spurs look good in the first half. Second half, they disappear. But that game against Atlanta, I have to say, he was stupid impressive, man. I mean, it was just him. It was just Sohan, especially the whole first half. He put the offense on his back. And coming into the league, that wasn't necessarily what he was known for. He wasn't known for like this crazy great scorer, but he was finding different ways to score, and it was impressive. But anyways, pair that with the playmaking, tenacity, and defense, and he will soon be a priority for opponents. As for Wemby, there is no limit to what this young man can accomplish, and he has the right mindset to reach his goal. With the GOAT head coach Greg Popovich back on board for another 5 years to guide this young squad, the league is in trouble. And here's some highlights here. So 7 players the Spurs gave up on to – wait a minute. These aren't. But I thought these was bullet points for this. No, it's not. What is this? Potential free agent target. Yeah, never mind. These separate articles, anyways. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. The fact that Bleacher Report is praising us, and a lot of people are bringing up the fact that we have one of the best young cores in the league. This looks really deadly, by the way. Especially Sohan, Devin, and Serge Jabari. It's gonna be nasty. And by the way, can we just say I really hope Devin Vassell keeps this look, because this is dope. Is it not? Can I zoom in on that? That's a dope look. And I hope he keeps it. I really like it. Like a samurai. But, yeah. Cool stuff. Cool beans. Is Coach Bud back on the... We don't have Bud. Did Bud go anywhere? He got signed, didn't he? Oh, snap. He didn't get signed yet? Who's having a bad week? Adam 22 or Britney Spears? Why is Adam 22 having a bad week? I don't really like that guy that much. You see Britney Spears is releasing her book? Yeah, I saw that. Adam can't compete anymore? Wait, why is Adam 22 having a... Did something happen? No? I don't think I had anything else to really go over. Did someone tell me what happened? Said Washington on the top corner. Oh, Budenhauser? Is Budenhauser with Washington? No? Budenhauser doesn't have a team. What are we talking about? Are we just saying things? I didn't think he went anywhere. Or I thought he had at least had a job by now. Bro, you really like this beat? Is it too loud? Yeah. 23 to present on the right side. Oh. Oh, I see it. Okay, watched it. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought he... I can't hear the beat. So you guys know that. It's just background music. I actually can't hear it. I don't have it playing on my headphone. Think Sohan may come off the bench in a Manu type role with Wemby there. I think Sohan needs to start, but I guess putting Sohan at the 3 is a little bit of a risk when we'd rather have him at the 4, but I think Sohan starts. But it's not like he's never played 6-man before. But no, I think he starts. Yeah, Keldon off the bench. Most definitely. I would definitely. Keldon fits more of a guy coming off the bench than Sohan. If you're talking about you want like a spark plug coming off the bench, Keldon fits that way better, I think. And since I want to start Sohan, I mean, Keldon has to come off the bench. Like, you don't put him as shooting guard. Oh, Keldon? Keldon played that role in Kentucky, the 6-man? I mean, Sohan did as well with Baylor, but have Sohan run point. It's gonna be something, guys. We're gonna see Sohan running it, Trey Jones running it. It's gonna be something. Who takes the place of Keldon? I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, on the team? It would be Sohan. He would take Keldon's spot. I mean, in my mind, it's Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Sohan, Wemby, Collins. That's what I would do. Wemby isn't, just because he's tall, he's not a typical like center or nothing. Like, he can move all over the place. His versatility is ridiculous, especially defensively. So yeah, exactly. Joe Newton did it. Yeah, that's what I would do. Collins will be center, Wemby power forward, Sohan small forward, Vassell shooting guard, Jones point guard. We need someone like Pirtle at center. You got Collins. Collins is actually very similar to Sohan defensively. If you look at the analytics between those two, defensively they're about the same. The only difference between those two players, funny enough, is Collins can shoot. Don't trust Collins though. Collins is a good defender, and he's gonna look even better next to Wemby. Collins is soft. No, Collins looked really good this season. Are you guys serious? He looked really good this season, and then after Jakob got traded, he looked even better. I don't know where you're getting soft from. I've never seen Collins as a soft player, ever. Like in any form, mentally, physically, he's not soft. Yeah, Collins is not soft. Bassey over Collins? No. Collins is a better player than Bassey. He's not soft. He's just not consistent. He's been pretty good this season. I mean, I'm telling you, he's been really good this season. When healthy, to me, he's pretty consistent. I mean, on this team in particular, you can't really fault anyone for being inconsistent. You didn't even have a star player. Like these aren't. No one on this team was like a star player. It's gonna be hard for them to be like stupid consistent throughout the entire season. It's gonna be tough. But Collins was pretty good. Collins found his game last year. Yeah. I guess I'm just a Collins hater. Oh, Collins is good. Also, keep in mind, like, he's far outplaying his contract. I mean, like far outplaying it. What is he making, $7 million or something? Like, he's destroying that contract. He is super underpaid now. Someone said Collins took a great step forward. He's a great piece for us. I viewed him more as an enforcer with some nasty on the team. Yeah, easily. And like I said, Collins gonna look even better with Wemby there. Like it's gonna be nasty. But yeah, Collins, Bassey, and Mamu at center. Yeah. But Collins definitely should start. Enforcer? Zach, yeah. I wonder if we can find anything on, because the analytics I had was a little earlier. Find anything that was like comparing them maybe. Guess I can't. Collins stats. Can you just do one season? Season what? This isn't gonna help. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Enforcer definitely. If we want to just talk about like him mentally, him and Sohan are very annoying. Like very annoying. Collins do not back down from a fight. Is there anyone that you think might have less significance than last year now that Wemby's there? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, he just makes everyone better. I mean, last year we didn't necessarily have a go-to scorer, you know? So it's not like they'll be jeopardized by it. Keldon was inconsistent on both ends, but I think having Wemby actually helps him a lot. I don't think so. Less significance in terms of scoring, probably Trey, because he would be past first point guard. Well, Trey, I mean, that's kind of Trey's more bread and butter anyway. He's not like a great like scorer. He's definitely not a good three-point shooter at all. Yeah, I actually just think everyone would be better. That we just didn't really have a go-to like scorer, so it's not really anyone to think about. And even the position that Wemby's coming in at power forward, I mean, he's taking Sohan's position, but like it's not gonna hurt Sohan. Yeah, I think he just makes everybody better. I mean, if we were relying on one of our like big men to give us buckets last season, then I mean it'd probably definitely be taken away. But I just don't think so. Chet is going to play center. I know Wemby is against it, but best option, Wemby at center, allows us to play Keldon and Sohan. Yeah, not really. Him playing center isn't necessarily the best option. He's not a normal like 7'5" guy, right? Like there's speculation that he could even run a small forward at some point if you want it. And then even his defensive ability, like he can guard 1 through 5, mostly 3 through 5. But if he switched on 1, 2, it's not like they have an easy shot at all. But yeah, you don't have to start. So you don't have to start Keldon. By the way, the one thing I would worry about is, well, no, I'm not worried about it. No, I'm not that worried about it. I was gonna say that you don't have enough shooters out there, but if you have Devin Vassell out there, and I mean Sohan's decent if it's open. Nah, he's not a great 3-point shooter. Hopefully he makes a big jump. Trey Jones is not a good 3-point shooter, but you do have Zach Collins, and Zach Collins is a good 3-point shooter. So I don't think it hurts that much. And it's not like Keldon's 3-point shooting was great last year either. It was pretty inconsistent. So, no, I think you're fine. I don't think it's a big deal. Would it be crazy if, which I know you can't do this, but if you like started City Sissoko at point guard, that would be insane. But our team at that point, I just think it's just too big. I don't like Wemby to play center. He is more like KD, like with more defensive upside. He is a forward in my mind. Yeah, easily. I don't like Wemby playing center either, unless you're going small ball or something like that. But I would much rather him play power forward or small forward. That fits him better. What's the downside to running Wemby at center? Play more a style of positionless basketball where multiple guys can switch off and we can run the offense through a variety of people. Well, if we're talking about the defensive end, I don't think you get the most utility out of Wemby if he's guarding a center. I just don't. He's so versatile and so fluid that you can kind of like just put him in different situations instead of just hyper fixating on that position. Like for instance, even in France, what the Spurs did isn't the first time that Wemby's been in this position. If you notice in the summer league, they had him guarding like guards, and then on the other end of the court, most of the time they had him at center. They just kind of had to, but he was much more beneficial when they moved him to power forward or small forward. But I don't know, guys. I'm like really hungry. I know it's way too late to eat, but I'm like super hungry right now. What's up, clan? Do you remember the original freak out kid? The kid who put the remote in his butt? No? What? Wemby is good at the weak side blocks. Let him roam a little. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree with that. I don't think him at center is the move, but I'd be curious to see what it would look like for our offense if we needed to push for a bucket. He can run center. I just think you get the most utility out of him if he's running power forward. You know. Like Joe said, let him roll. Waffle Pound, original YouTube days. Oh, I don't remember that. I don't think City would be in Austin long. He plays hard defense. Clan still on? Yeah, not for long though. I'm gonna get off in a minute. Are you gonna go to the game this season? I'm going to probably a couple Memphis ones. I might go to an Atlanta one. I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely gonna go to the two in Memphis though. I do want to see that. Move San Antonio for us Mexicans. Forget Memphis. Only thing that pissed me off about Wemby is that I can go to the Spurs game for $30, or you can't go to the Spurs games for $30 anymore. How much you think the seats are gonna be? I'm like really worried about it. Like there's a specific spot. I'll show you. FedEx Forum in Memphis. I'll show you exactly where I like the section I like. Oh, that's weird. Why is it like that? But this section, this section right here, I like that section because it's usually not too expensive, and then you're right by the Spurs bench. That will be the Spurs bench right there. So I like sitting like right up here, like 105, 106. 107. It used to be up here, but you can't get these seats anymore. They were like really nice. Or was it right here? I think it was like right here. But those are really hard to get now. Ticket fees $50. Oh, for nosebleeds? Oh my goodness. At least 85 to 100 easy for nosebleeds? God, dude, I really hope it's not like that in Memphis. I'm betting not too crazy, but I think it'll average out to like 75 to 90 a game for a home game. But nosebleeds? I'd rather just watch at home than sit in the nosebleeds. The only time I would go to a game and sit in the nosebleeds is if it's a big playoff game. Like I did it for Memphis versus OKC in like 2012. I think it was 2012. And that was an insane series, and it was a lot of fun, and it didn't matter that you were in the nosebleeds. There's no way in the heck I will pay, or I will go to like a game in the nosebleeds for a regular season game. I will not do that. I'd rather just not go. definitely getting a floor seat when they come to Atlanta. I actually like the standing seats in Atlanta because it's like, I mean, I know this is an Atlanta stadium, but it's like right here, like right behind here, and you stand. It is not that bad watching the game, and especially if you're with someone. Like, it's not that bad at all standing. I like nosebleeds just because of the atmosphere, but I'll definitely watch from home more often this season than normal. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get like something up close, but yeah, it might be pretty expensive, huh? Jeez, I can't believe you guys just said $90 for nosebleeds. I'm hoping that's just this like AT&T Center. Yeah, the standing spots are dope. Yeah, they're not that bad at all. I was worried about it, but I was like, oh, okay. I mean, you're stupid close to the court, and like, I mean, as long as you keep your spot, you ain't, you know, behind someone. Luckily, I'm tall, so like I could just like still see it, but no, I ain't standing for 48 minutes, breaks and halftime. I'm telling you, it's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be bad. It was not bad at all. It was not bad at all. It just flew by. Take yourself a little walk. I mean, it's not like there's no seats at all. Like during halftime, you just go over, get yourself something to eat, sit on like at a table, chill out, come back. It wasn't bad. 48 minutes of NBA time is 4 hours. It was, you know, it was some time, but it wasn't that bad. I'm telling you, it wasn't. I feel like it could be more of a away game because people won't get to see Wemby as frequently, so tickets may spike unless he underperforms and people lose the hype. Yeah. Not to be mean, but I don't take anyone who likes these. Wait, what? Looks like these guys seriously when it comes to talking ball. Beaver. Oh, are you watching the beginning of the stream right now? Atlanta about to be stupid higher. They just paid DJ and might make another move. Tickets gonna go up again. Oh, that's true. I might not go to Atlanta then. I'm definitely gonna go to the one in Memphis. That's the ones I really want to see. Hopefully by that point, Ja's playing again, but who knows? Time traveler watching the stream. Yeah. True. Let's see here. You should try and come to San Antonio and watch the home opener. I feel like that game would be crazy. There's no way I'll be able to do that. Texas, way too far. Do you guys know why the NBA's starting later this season? It's starting later than it normally starts, right? Starting like maybe in, I mean, they didn't announce it for sure, but it's like mid to late October. That's not right? Doesn't it normally start at the beginning of October or like near the end of September because of the tournament? Oh gosh. The more I thought about the tournament, the more I'm cool with it. I mean, I was indifferent before, but now I'm like, I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. Wasn't it always the end of October? I thought it was. I mean, I guess I'm wrong. I guess I could be wrong. I thought it was at the beginning. Here, let's see. Actually, we can just do this. We'll just say Spurs. Let's see what happens. Let's go to San Antonio Spurs. And schedule. Spurs' first game last season was... God, there's too many NBA games. Watch now. What the heck just happened? Oh wait, was our first game? This can't be our first game. November 2nd. That's not right, is it? So preseason started the beginning of October. And then our first game, I guess it was near the end, October 19th. Okay. I just get the upper deck in San Antonio. Oh. It'll be fun, especially if you like this year, before we really start competing for chips. Yeah. Just like the conference final MVP, dumb is F. Clan, do you know when the schedule for the Spurs comes out? I don't at all. I have no idea. I don't even know when the next Spurs game is. Is it Saturday? For Summer League? Saturday? Or is it tomorrow? Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay. And then the tournament start, which I'm assuming the Spurs be in that, right? I'll pay attention to the tournament. Who should we be looking out for the Pistons, you guys think? I don't keep up with the Pistons like that. They have Jaden Ivey, right? And who did they take at the 5? Or did they trade their pick? They traded their pick. Who did the Pistons pick up? I was so excited about Wemby, I forgot. Oh, Asar. God, he's so good. I like him more than Amen, by the way. I've always liked him more than Amen. Good stuff. I saw them show a picture of the teams that were competing in the tournament, and they didn't include the Spurs, but everyone else competing had one loss as well, so I don't know why we weren't on there. Oh. Let's see. How does this work? Oh, wait. This is the in-season turn. No? Oh, no. Summer League. How the new in-season tournament. Okay, no, that's not going to help us. What? How does the Summer League work? So this is a Trailblazers Reddit subreddit, and this person said we need to win by 20. If we do, we have a pretty good chance to make the Final Four. How the heck does this work? Does anyone know how it works? How the heck does the Summer League work? It goes off of the point spread if there's too many teams with the same record, maybe? Oh, it's based. Okay, so it's just based on the points. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. So we literally might not make it even though we only have one loss. That's the wild card, isn't it? I have no idea. I never knew how it worked. All right, let's see. Second year, Salt Lake City. Schedule. Format. The Salt Lake City Summer League features a 3-day round robin showcase with all 4 teams in action each day. How to watch, players to key, schedule. Here we go. A total of 76 games will be played over 11 days in Las Vegas, with games split between the Thomas and Mack Center format. Number of games, a total of 76 games. 4-team tournament. Okay. After each team plays 4 games, the top 4 will advance to the playoffs and participate in the semifinal game. The 2 winners of the semifinal play will advance to the championship game. The top 4 playoff seeds will be determined by winning percentage, with tiebreakers that can be found here. Tiebreak criteria. 2 teams tied. If 2 teams have the same record after the first 4 games, the following criteria in order will utilize: head-to-head matchup, point differential, then total points, then random drawing. More than 2 teams tied. Point differential, total points, random. That's stupid. So we're probably not gonna make it then. I mean, do we have a chance? I know that that wasn't the first game. We didn't go off. That was in California. Oh. Do we have a chance? Very slim chance. Oh man. So what the heck will we need to do? Clan, read my last 2 comments. Want to hear your thoughts? Sure. Clan, I don't think City is ready for the league yet. Although he plays stout defense, I have seen him do nothing well on offense. That isn't acceptable in a 120 points per game league. Thoughts? No, I think he's most definitely NBA ready. He's just gonna be one of those players that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. It's not that he can't score. I mean, he's better off as maybe like a catch and shoot. But he's a really good facilitator. Really good in transition, specifically like passing those or making those deep passes. And if he sees an opening, he has a burst of speed. He can basically posterize you. But got some sneaky athleticism in him. But no, I think he's definitely ready for the NBA. I think he's fine. I think of City Sissoko as a very good constellation prize for not having Dyson Daniels. Because as you guys know, like everyone wanted Dyson Daniels in last year's playoffs. And one thing about Dyson is he did struggle shooting wise sometimes, and City, it'd probably be the same thing, but he does have the facilitation. He does have the high basketball IQ on both ends of the court. He has the handles. I think he's most definitely ready for the NBA. He'll be fine. He's just as ready as like any other young guy we got, minus Wemby, or any new player we got minus Wemby. So he'll be fine. I thought his last game was stupid impressive. He is a Boris Diaw. Yeah, most definitely. Like, I know a lot of people compared Sohan, like, oh, is he our Boris Diaw? I didn't really see it, but I definitely see City more of a Boris type. Yeah, they'll be fine. City and Serge Jabari in 2 ways. On 2 ways, yeah. So he'll come in every now and then, but yeah, he's fine. We might see him more so in the G League. We'll see, but he's fine. I won't worry about him. I like him a lot. I can see City in the Boris archetype, but he's definitely far from it. Well, yeah, but like, I don't know. I mean, this team is so young. It's kind of hard to say he's not NBA ready. Like, he's definitely NBA ready. a matter of like how great he'll be, we really don't know. His path isn't as clear as maybe Sohan's or Wemby's, where we just know, okay, these are going to be 2 stars in the league. It's just not that clear, but he's fine. Also, keep in mind, he's like a 40. Was he 44th or 44th pick? I mean, I wouldn't trip about it too much. And most second round picks don't like work out anyways. But I fully expect him to. Julian, Branham, and Barlow with Wemby will contribute a lot. I think City will be in the G League developing, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, we'll see. Oh yeah, I've been worrying. I know some people mentioned this to me. Ruru mentioned, I think we cut City Osman and the other non-guaranteed dude. I think Reggie, Doug, and Devontae will move before trade deadline. See, I have not talked about City. Number one, I didn't talk about him because I wasn't like home when the news dropped. Like, I was out of town. But number two, I didn't talk about him because I don't know his future with this. It's not super clear. Like, I think he's a great player with this if we keep him. Funny enough, I always wanted him on the Spurs, but I just don't know how clear it is. Bullock just got his deal. He got his guaranteed deal, and I haven't really caught up with any news with City. I know he just got traded, but let me see. There's not even any articles on him. Am I saying his name right, by the way? I always said Cedi Osman. Is that right? No. Yeah, I'll be lying if I said I knew like the ins and outs of every like deal in the rules of this the NBA. Honestly, like even with the DeJounte Murray stuff, with whether or not like the Spurs would give him a deal and how that would work and the extension and why they needed to trade him at the time, I did research beforehand to even know about it. I don't keep up with all the rules. It's only when it's like necessary, and then I look into it for the video or whatever we're talking about. But who do you think? I don't know who will be cut or waived, but who do you think will be traded? On our team right now, who would I trade? I guess it just depends. I keep saying this though, if it came down to, because you guys know I really want Jaime Jaquez. And if it came down to having to trade, I think the best player I would trade in trying to get him would be Keldon. But I don't know. We don't have a lot of assets. I'll just be honest, guys. We don't have a lot of assets. It's not a matter of how we feel about the players we have. It's a matter of how other teams will feel about the players we have. And unfortunately, there's not a big enough sample size for a lot of our players that anybody would make like a crazy deal or that you're going to get much for it. We have so many freaking second round picks. The Spurs gave away 3, I think. So now we're down to 17 over the next 5 years, 6 years? Like 17 second round picks maybe? You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the case. I mean, and then any of the players that we do trade, I mean, what are we going to get? Doug? Okay, Doug. No, actually, Doug is a good one. Doug is a good one. Doug is actually absolutely a good one. Because he would be more so obsolete on this team. That is a good one. We still have the most picks until 2030. We have 31. Jeez. I don't know. What would you give for Doug if you send him off to a championship team? That might have to be a mid-season draft or mid-season trade, where teams kind of see what they need. We'll see. I can't really think of any hypotheticals right now. Doug could bring a number one to a desperate team, a number one pick. Yeah. He possibly. It have to be like a championship caliber team that would do something like that. I think a late first rounder for Doug. I mean, that would be great. That's ideal. Outside of 2024, please. By the way, because I think the 2024 draft actually isn't that good. I'm not sure people would give up much for Doug. Like, I think I'd be 2 second rounders, maybe a young, unproven player with some upside for a team that really wanted his shooting. It's going to be really hard to grab a first, but the Spurs have been fleecing a lot of teams. I wouldn't be, that's the thing, I just wouldn't be super shocked if they managed to do that. I mean, they have fleeced some teams. The stuff that they've gotten is insane for some of our players. I mean, what did we get for Thaddeus Young again? Wasn't it a first round pick? Didn't we get a first round pick for Thaddeus? Refresh my memory. 6 a.m. in Paris? Wow. Bonjour. She said salut. Yeah, Romeo, he's not coming back. More than likely not coming back. Wasn't it a second? I thought Thaddeus Young resulted in Malachi. Am I tripping? He was already waived. What happened? What happened with Thaddeus? You guys remember? No? Let me see. Oh, was that the Pirtle pick? Crap. Okay, now I'm wrong. And what the heck did Thaddeus and Drew Eubanks? Yeah, a first round pick. I thought this pick resulted in Malachi. Pick to Toronto and a 2020. Yeah, I was right. Thanks for the merch, clan. Just cop that shirt with Ginobili. Like the artwork. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for supporting. Yeah, thanks for supporting. I know it's taking a long time for people to get things, get shirts and stuff, but I'm working. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I'm working to get those out. I was working. Give me a recap. We just talking about whatever. I was trying to say that we traded Thaddeus Young for Malachi Branham, basically. Like, that's what that resulted in. Yama on your mama. Yeah, do like Yama on your mama, and then is like Wemby dunking on someone's like old mom. Waiting for my next paycheck to get the next Wemby alien merch. Thanks, man. So who do you think makes our final roster? I don't know. Guys, I have no idea what's going on in our roster right now. All I know for sure is Devin Vassell, Trey Jones, Wemby, Sohan are all safe. Easily. They're all safe. And it sounds like Keldon is safe as well. Oh, and Zach Collins is more than likely safe. Other than that, I don't know. Honestly. I have no idea. I don't know who makes it, who doesn't. I would love to have Serge Jabari on the team and City coming off the bench, but I don't know. You said Wemby will be more like David because he'll be more outspoken and seek endorsement. Yeah, I suppose. He's definitely not like Timmy. He's humble like Timmy. Yeah, and Pop is safe. Did you talk about the Spurs potentially making a run at Siakam? I would have loved it 2-3 years ago, but not sure where he fits now. Saw the Raptors may look to move him through for a rebuild. Let's see, how could we get involved in that? I suppose we can get involved as somehow. No. The only way I would have wanted to get involved with it before is if the Trailblazers still wanted to build around Dame, which initially they did, and that would have been nice because they could have got Siakam, maybe OG, and then we could have got the third pick and then sent first round picks to them, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So I don't really know any. I don't know why we would get involved in that now. I'm trying to think who would need or want Siakam right now. I don't know. Did you see Malachi reply and own losers on TikTok? No. Let's see. All right, so Malachi owned some people on TikTok apparently. Is this it? Oh, okay, this will be it. It doesn't have a lot of people talking about this. All right, so Malachi replies to and owns losers on TikTok. Which one should I start? Okay. Bro went. Oh, okay. So it says bro went 1 for 17 in the summer league, and he said, "Who are you to talk?" And then someone else said 1 for 17, and then he said, "Thanks, dweeb." Huh. So this is kind of funny. All right. So live reacting to this. This is kind of funny because you know what's funny about this? He absolutely murdered in the second game. But you guys remember what I said during the Summer League game when he was struggling like he was? I was making jokes, and I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, dude, it's just a joke, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about." But like, Malachi, one thing about him is when his back is against the wall or people talk trash about him, it actually fuels him quite a bit. He's the definition, in my opinion, of like a microwave player. If you guys recall last year in the Summer League, he said something very similar. Like that game where he went off out of nowhere. He said something in the lines of, "Coach," what did he say exactly? He said the coach kind of pushed his buttons in a way, like kind of put a bet on him or something like that. I forget what it was. But this has been a continuous theme in Malachi Branham's entire life, where he needs someone to push him. They say something, or they say the right thing, and he just goes off. Right? It happens all the time. He just responds very well to adversity, and he responds very well to criticism. It was a whole thing. We went over it so long ago. It's kind of hard to remember exactly like every detail of it. I can try to find the article really quick. No promises that we'll find it, but you have to take my word for it that Malachi Branham, when he was a kid, even for instance, he didn't know how to dunk, or he couldn't dunk. He wasn't very athletic. He wasn't good at basketball at all. And over time, when he got better and better, he got a bet from someone, I think it was his trainer, that said, hey, you need to dunk, and now that you know how to dunk, and now that your athleticism is a little bit better, you need to dunk in game. And not only did his first dunk come in game, but his first dunk was a poster. He posterized someone. But there's a lot of stuff like this with Malachi. He needs to be pushed. And I always thought that Popovich was perfect for him because he will push your buttons. I know you guys remember this. He scored 29 next game and shut down the haters. He's just really good at handling adversity. You don't remember this? Okay, let me see if I can find... it's gonna be really hard to find. Let's see. There's no way I'm gonna find this. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I'll be able to find it. You might have to just take my word for it. What if I go to my own videos? Clan, the Spurs fan, Malachi Branham. Let's see if we find anything. All right, here we go. Malachi Branham speaks out on minutes. That's not it. Is a literal movie cliche. All right, this is the... Okay. Gets the coach pop treatment. I think he just got yelled at. He may be our best scorer. Destroyed a trash star. Oh, here's one. Here's an example. All right, here's an example. Guys, I absolutely... Hold on, Clan. Shut up. So let's see if we can find Silence is Trash Talker. All right, let's find this really quick. Wasn't what I was looking for, but close enough, I suppose. Right, chat? Thumbnails, though? They fire, ain't it? Let's see. Yeah, so this kid right here at the time was trash talking him. And he got that Malachi Branham. Sorry. Shouldn't have made him mad. Look, staring him down. He's always been like this. I know this doesn't seem like a big deal, but there's a plethora of stories about Malachi Branham growing up that when you push his buttons, that's when he gets like released. He hyper focuses. Really good pass, though. Let's see if we can find any more. Oh! That kid shouldn't have been talking stuff, bro. That looked like that hurt. I ain't gonna lie, that looked like that really hurt. just want to see Malachi Branham. Dude, we just want to see Malachi Branham. Got fouled into the line. But anyways, sorry, I probably stayed on that segment way too long. But yeah, just overall, I think just take my word for it. He responds very well. So it is kind of funny the fact that he went to TikTok, people talk trash, and then the next game he just went off. Not a coincidence, I don't think. You should make a Malachi Broly shirt. Since he gets mad to ball, that's perfect. But literally only me and you will understand. July. No one will understand why that's so dope. I've seen that. You said Noel misses rim on look away 3-point attempt. I seen that. What the heck was he thinking? That was so silly. That was so funny. Yeah, I saw it. Everybody want to be in highlights, I guess. You can't be a whole foot shorter and talk trash? Nah. Oh, all right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and head off. Do you think Wesley's safe? In trade talks? Yeah. Yeah. He better be. He better be. Oh, Wesley. I'm sorry. I thought you said Malachi. Wesley. Right now, I think so. But I'll be completely transparent in saying I don't know if Wesley has like a long future with the Spurs, like a great future with us. I just don't know. Right now, how I feel is probably not. I think he has a fine NBA career ahead of him, but as far as our team and how it's set up, I don't know. I feel like the Spurs picked him because he was a project as well, and things not being guaranteed as far as like who's going to be a star, who's not. But he works really hard. He has a stupid great motor. I don't know what happened over the last couple games. His first 2 Summer League games were really good, I thought. But now he's kind of come back into like what he was doing before, and it's just not great. But it's fine. Hopefully he can find a place. 'Cause I do like him. I truly do like him. It's just a matter of is he good enough to be the starting point guard? I don't know. In the future, I have no idea. I'm leaning towards no. I definitely could see him coming off the bench with that amount of energy, but it's just really hard. He needs a good preseason. Yeah, I think we'll feel better once we see him in the preseason. These last couple games, he hasn't been terrible, and he's done a few things that I like, but overall, it just looked kind of the same. But yeah, he's young. Wesley will be on a podcast one day saying the Spurs held him back. I know, right? Wait, what? Live Jabari reactions? Wait, what happens tomorrow, Elijah? That fast break speed is on another level, though. His first step is on another level, yeah. His first step. That's his bread and butter. It's just tough. Because I do like him. It's not like if there's no one. I'll say it like this: as far as our point guard position, there's nobody right now that the Spurs would disappoint me with if they played him over. Even if they played him over Trey Jones, I'm not disappointed in that. It's like, well, yeah, we need to see if Blake, can learn in that position, get better or whatnot. But one thing that does bother me a little bit is during the summer league, and this isn't Popovich's team, but during the summer league stint, I've seen a lot of going off of him from running point guard. I know Malachi can also run a little bit of point, but I thought that he would most definitely be the primary ball handler. But that was not the case, I don't think. It's just the first summer league game. He'll be getting some real minutes. Oh. What the heck was I thinking? I don't know who you... Man, I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about, what's his name? Young Jabari? The guy who was the reporter? Okay, Serge Jabari. Serge Jabari plays tomorrow? He's starting tomorrow. Huh. What time's the game tomorrow? Central time. What time is it? What's up, Eli? Yeah, what time's the game tomorrow? Clay, I'm pretty sure everyone wants to see you live tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll see. Maybe. I got a lot I gotta get done tomorrow. I had no idea Serge Jabari was starting tomorrow. That's huge. That's huge. Blake doesn't have full court vision. No, he doesn't. Serge Jabari is gonna be a real treat for a Spurs fan. I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna try to watch it. I just don't know. I mean, not try to watch it. I am gonna watch it. I just don't know if I'll be able to go live. We'll see. Wow, it's pretty cool. Movie recommendations for the day. Sure, I got one. I got one. One I rewatched recently. Do you guys like Edgar Wright films? This is one that's usually like underappreciated. Alright, this one is always underappreciated. So if you're not familiar with who Edgar Wright is, which you should be, he is responsible. He's not even 50 yet. That's insane. He's responsible for a lot of gems. Scott Pilgrim, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, classic. Some of the more recent ones is Baby Driver. I actually haven't seen Last Night in Soho. Baby Driver was good, but Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, those are some masterpieces. And Scott Pilgrim. Okay, so it's 8 p.m. Central. Okay, got it. Everything Everywhere All at Once was phenomenal. Thank you. Oh, you watched it? Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? Classic movies. Yes, but one that's very underappreciated, I think, is The World's End. Very underappreciated. I rewatched it and I was just blown away. I love this film so much. It's so much fun. It's so funny. And it's basically about, if you just want to know the overall theme, you said definitely. Yeah, it's so good. But the overall theme is basically talking about like having a midlife crisis, basically, you know? Or being stuck in a period of time in your life and not moving forward. You know, a lot of people, like, I cringe every time I hear people say they peaked in high school. And that's what this is about, peaking in high school and moving on. But yeah, so it's a really great film. And it's one of those two where when I first watched it, my very first time, like 30 minutes of this movie, you think you got it. Don't watch any like reviews of it. Don't watch any breakdowns. Don't watch any trailers, because I didn't see the trailers for this at all. Just don't go into it blindly, because you go into it and you think it's one thing, and I kid you not, it just smacks you in the face about, I think it's about 30 minutes in. It's a bathroom scene, and it's just like, what? Where are we going? What the heck is going on? What is this fit? What? And you're just there for the journey, man. But it's a good movie even up to that 30 minutes. But when it hits the 30-minute mark, everything from there, it's like one of the most fun films you can watch. It's amazing. But yeah, I definitely would encourage you to go watch this one. This is a great one. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost are good together. So good together. Yeah. Pub run with old homies. Watch the Vinland Saga. I actually have that that first volume, and I haven't read it yet. And I was frustrated because I got the first volume, and then they announced the anime, and that happens every single time. New Wes Anderson film looks good. I was thinking about going to see it. Wes Anderson, man, he's one of those directors where I don't know. It's like, I don't dislike his films, but it's definitely like an acquired taste, you know? There's a lot of like, look at me type of filmmaking. Like where a lot of movies you watch it and you know you're watching a movie, but you kind of don't. You're so immersed in it. Wes Anderson like forces on you that you're watching a movie, you know? Another Willy Wonka remake is coming, Clan. I saw. I was never a Willy Wonka fan, so. And let me think. Is there another film? I already told you guys The Tale of Two Sisters, and I already told you about Confessions. Okay, I got one. But you gotta forgive me, okay? If you watch this film, you gotta forgive me. Because it is great. It is phenomenal. But you have to forgive me if you choose to watch this. It is called The Chaser. Why the heck is this so pixelated? But it's called The Chaser. This is a great film. It's basically a cat and mouse game between a pimp and a serial killer. One of the sex workers that works for the pimp is kidnapped, and he's trying to find her. And you know the serial killer is running rampant, and it's wild. It's called The Chaser, and it is a chase. It's probably the greatest. It has some of the greatest foot chase scenes I've ever seen. So go watch this. Only if you're ready, because when I say emotionally, it will leave you empty. I mean it. It will leave you empty. It's great. It's one of the, I only watched it once. And the reason being is because it just drained me. It was so great, and it's still great. It's borderline masterpiece, but it beats you up, man. It beats you up. So be prepared. Watch something very like happy after this. It's insane. It's great though. A great movie that was trippy was A Beautiful Mind, that threw me through a loop at the end, completely changed up, but it's really good. Beautiful Mind. A Beautiful Mind, 2001, with Russell Crowe. Wait, isn't this about someone specifically? A movie, the love story, revealing look at mental illness. A human drama inspired by the events of the life of John Forbes Nash Jr. and in part based on the biography by Sylvia Nasa. Okay. Cool. Gives I Saw the Devil vibes. Most definitely. Most definitely. Tetsuo the Iron Man. Let's see. Don't think I'm ready. You are not ready for the chaser, if that's what you're talking about. It's a lot. I'm warning you now. It's a lot. It will punch you in the face. It's a lot. And it left me empty. But I liked it. It's a great film. What the heck is this? I've never seen this before. Tetsuo the Iron Man. What the heck? What the heck is this? What is it on? Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to rent it because you would have to rent on Amazon. It says premium subscription. When did this come out? 1989? Really? They just went for the black and white aesthetic? Metal fetishist, driven mad by the maggots wriggling in the wound he's made, embedded metal into his flesh, runs out into the night and is accidentally run down by a Japanese businessman and his girlfriend. The pair dispose of the corpse in hopes of quietly moving on with their lives. However, the businessman soon finds that he is now plagued by a vicious curse that transforms his flesh into iron. What the heck? What? I'm here for it though. Okay, let me put this in my phone. Tetsuo's nuts. I've never heard of this. I'm all for weird. Tetsuo the Iron Man. And then he said a beautiful mind. Put that in there. Here, let me look at this list because I actually have a list here. And some of these are, most of these are things I have seen already. Oh, this is a really good one. Oh, this is a really good one. I love this one. Okay, I love this one. So one of my favorite, there's two genres, sub-genres of thriller, I guess, that I really like. Number one is I love cat and mouse games. I just love them. Those are some of my favorite things. I mean, one of my favorite anime is Death Note, and because of that cat and mouse game, it's just so much fun to me. But another thing that I love is unreliable narrators. I love movies that have unreliable narrators. And this film has an unreliable narrator. Watch this, please. It's an A24 film. Watch it. It's so good. It's so good. It has a lot to say about religion and loneliness and trying to find a purpose. Spooky. It's just you don't, it's one of those movies where you don't know you're seeing everything through the lenses of Maud, and as it goes on you don't know what's real and what's not, and it's incredible. Is it a thriller? It's kind of, I would call it a psychological thriller / horror. Let me see what Google calls it. Saint Maud. Let's see. They call it, let's go to Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sure it got it on there. Why do 66% people like? What's wrong with them? Okay. Blends of body horror and psychological thriller. Brilliant. Yeah. I would say it's more so a psychological thriller than anything. And it's not very long either. Only an hour and 24 minutes. But it's very poignant. Gets his point across. It's really great. I mean, it's really great. I really like it. Old Boy is another plot twister. Oh, yeah. I've been wanting to watch Old Boy. Not the American version, but I don't know why I've never gotten to Old Boy. Because this is the same director. It's the same director who made Host, right? Is it Host that he made? Or is it Lady Vengeance? Hold on. Alright, so this is Old Boy. Park Chan-wook. What the heck have you made, my boy? Oh, I just realized I haven't seen any of his movies. Oh yeah, I have. Yes, I have. He didn't make Host? Who made Host? Did the director who made Parasite make Host? Huh. Oh, this is another great one too. I have seen this one. The Handmaiden. This one got a lot of twists and turns. I wonder, do all his movies have twists and turns? Well, no. I seen Snowpiercer and that didn't really have a twist and turn. We need to start like an Amazon Prime group movie night. Everyone uses the group link to watch and we start knocking off these movie recommendations. Is that a thing? Can you do that? This is a great film, by the way. The Handmaiden is so good. So much fun. Huh. What's that? Kai Soto is scared? Like a defense court? What? 13 minutes, 6 points, 3 blocks, 2 assists, 2 to more playing time for Kai. Wait, I'm confused. What? Kai Soto has 6 points and 3 blocks in 13 minutes? That's really good. I still don't think he makes it to the NBA though. How do we do that? Yeah, they have like a community watch where you can sync with others. At least they used to last year. Watch party? Hold on. Step 1, there's nothing to download or plug in. Simply pick your show or movie. Step 2, click the watch party icon on the homepage to show movie. Type in the name you'd like to use while chatting to create your watch party. Share the link with your friends via text chat. Start watching and chatting. How many people can watch at once? Wait, 100? Watch parties. You can chat with up to 100 friends in the same country while you watch movies and TV shows online together. For Prime eligible content, you need Prime membership to start or join a watch party. So as long as you guys have a Prime account, we can just watch whatever. You can also choose to use Watch Party to watch content available to buy or rent with friends and family. That's dope. That's a whole theater, yeah. I've done up to 10, but never tried with a large group like this. Oh, dude. That would be dope. That would be dope. Unfortunately, like I wouldn't be able to show the movie on my screen and I'll have to mute my desktop, but that's a whole theater. Yeah, we got to do that. Jeez. That's a really good idea. I guess now it's just a matter of when we do it. Sounds fun. Heck yeah. I just have to figure out when we'll do it. I'm down to try it. That would be cool. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Does any other streaming sites have that? Like Netflix Watch Party? I guess a lot of streaming platforms have it. Oh man, it's over if HBO. Does HBO Max have it? Yeah. What the heck? Okay. We'll probably do it with Amazon because I think most people have an Amazon account. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I'll probably post. I have to post something and announce it. But up to 100, I mean, we'll definitely have. I mean, we could definitely have close to that. I don't think over 100 people would try to join to watch it. I don't think so. Now to find the first movie you're gonna pick. I would love to watch something I haven't seen before. Watch parties on non-Spurs game days. It would just be some like random. Maybe we can do it. Maybe next weekend. I think next weekend would be a good time to do it. I should be pretty good to go next weekend. That's probably a good idea. Like probably Friday or Saturday night. Oh, that would be dope. Maybe Friday night. Okay, cool. Yeah, it had to be Amazon Prime. I guess I'll rent something from Amazon. I don't know. Should it be a movie that... I mean, we could do Old Boy, since I've never seen it. Because I kind of would want to do a movie I just haven't seen. Oh, wait, did he also direct I Saw the Devil? He wasn't the director of I Saw the Devil, was he? No, he wasn't. I knew I wasn't crazy. What else did I Saw the Devil director direct? I Tell the Two Sisters. Yeah. My favorite horror movie. I'll be honest with you guys, it'll probably be a foreign film. Just love them too much. The Good, the Bad, the Weird. I never seen that. We'll pick some. Maybe I'll do, like, leading up to it, we can do like a poll. And I'll just have some movies listed and we can choose one. Cool. We're gonna try it. Probably Friday night. Next Friday night. I think it'd be nice. Wasn't it only a select group of movies, or have they expanded it? Oh, then that changes the whole ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. I need to see this. Amazon Watch Party. Let's see. Let's try to go through it and see if it lets me do it. Ah, browse Watch Party enabled movies and shows. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, we do have some that's eligible. Oh geez. All right. I'm gonna be a little selfish, guys. It's gonna be things that I'm interested in right now. Let's see. Oh gosh, I don't care about none of this. All right. Oh gosh. All right, top rated movies. Let's see. Shaun of the Dead's on here. Hot Fuzz. The World's End is on here. I'll be watching it a third time in the past. I don't know. Oh, I haven't seen the new Jackass. I didn't watch it. No Country for Old Men's a masterpiece. Wolf of Wall Street. Scarface, that's my favorite movie ever. I have that on Blu-ray. Yeah, it's a select group. I thought that was pretty wild that you could just do that, but it's fine. Shawshank Redemption. Oh, okay, that ain't the new Puss in Boots. Transporter. And now we're starting to dwindle off. Alright, hold on. We gotta find something. Horror movies. Train to Busan's great. Has anybody in the chat haven't seen it? I've seen that movie twice. Oh, A Beautiful Mind is there? Okay. Alright, so we got that one. Let's see. All right, cool. So we got A Beautiful Mind. You need some options. Oh, this is on there. This got praised for a lot of things, didn't it? I never watched it. Legal Rice Pizza. Should I write this down? I'm just gonna go ahead and write it down on this. All right. You said I'd make a list so you can pull it later. Yeah. Trying to see what else. Jackie Brown's so good. These are all dramas. Dramas. Brokeback Mountain's a good movie. Oh, I do see it. I see A Beautiful Mind. It's right there. Cool. Can you search? Can you search the eligibility one? No. Mystery thrillers. Those are always fun. Yeah, it's not bad at all. You said decent selection. Yeah, it ain't bad at all. Let me see. Fancy. Little Nicky. I think not. I think if you search and click a movie, it might have an icon for it in the description. So if I like search up here, so if I said Old Boy, you can't even rent it from here. It's okay. Like, we can take it from this. And you see any Amazon originals I cared about. Invincible's great. This was one movie, or crap, it clicked over, but A Black Phone. Everybody praised that movie. I watched it and I was like, I don't get it. I don't get why people like it. Okay. Okay, I do kind of want to see that again. I mean, see it for the first time. Oh, wait. The perks of being a wallflower. That was another one. Perks. I think that's decent. Anything else from this list that I want to see? I actually already seen, I think. All right, I got about 4. Ugh. All right, I'll give it to you guys later. I'm getting off. Wait. Paddington is great, by the way. You guys want to choose an anime? Is this good? My Ray? Alright, I'll give it to you guys later. Deuces. I'm too tired. Bye. Cheers. Yeah, I'll give it to you later. Later, my man. Excited for the Moon Knight. Heck yeah. Alright, y'all.